All right, let's check that we are good to go. Excellent. I think. Yeah, now we're good. So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. The name of the day is Gerbert. You can also call me Nate. You can call me Nathan, but please never call me Nathaniel. And welcome to episode 5 of the How to Win Covenant 25 guide slash struggle. So we're going to be doing our fifth of the original 5 champions, Rector Flicker. Like all the other episodes, we will start by talking about some basic mechanics that are built around the different upgrade paths of Rector Flicker. And then we will start talking about more the strategic side. So how you can build around Rector Flicker with the different clans, and then we'll do a run with each of the different clans. So, without any further ado, let's jump into the logbook. Starting with the Rector Flicker upgrade paths. So we have, as always, 3 different upgrade paths. We have Burn Bright, Accumulator, and Dark Calling. So Burn Bright is a big beefy boy with text Burnout 3. So let's talk about the Burnout mechanic. The Burnout mechanic is that every turn, characters with Burnout will lose 1 Burnout. When they reach 0 Burnout, then they are automatically killed. That's the basics, but there are a lot of different modifiers for Burnout. So first is you need to distinguish between native, enhanced, and applied Burnout, because they all have a different way they interact. So native Burnout is Burnout that is on the text of the card outside of individual rounds or in individual fights. So for example, with Rector Flicker. Rector Flicker has native text Burnout 3. Hi, Our Lobster, formerly Our Lobster, now Rough Lobster. Welcome. So he has text Burnout 3, which means that unless you do something after 3 turns, Rector Flicker will automatically die. And the only way to get him back is to reform him, or there are a couple of other special ways, but basically to reform him or to put Endless on him. Then you can apply Burnout. So we have native Burnout, and there are several units that have native Burnout. Let's just look at them. So we have Dregs. Dregs have native Burnout of 2. Drafts have native Burnout of 1. Lady of the House and Lady of the Reform both have native Burnout of 3. In addition, you can add Burnout natively to units through an upgrade stone. So there's an upgrade stone that's the Burnout Stone, and it adds a native 1 Burnout plus 5 damage and plus 5 health, which you can use to either extend the amount of Burnout or to give Burnout to a unit that didn't have it before. So that's everything to do with native Burnout. The second type of Burnout is applied Burnout. So applied Burnout is only for this current life of the unit. So if we look at now spells, each of these spells apply, except for Reckless Recruitment, which takes it away, these all apply Burnout. Hey, Rough Lobster, thanks for the subscribe. Hopefully you don't have to use it, but enjoy your never lucky emote. So you have all these applications. They only happen during the life of that unit. Once it dies, it will reset to its native Burnout. Okay? So that's the main difference between native and applied. And then there is a third kind, which is enhanced Burnout. The only cards that can enhance Burnout are reform cards. So the reform cards are, reform cards, and then we'll talk in a minute about Rector Flicker's reform as well. So anything that has reform will add burnout, even though it says the word apply. In reality, it's more like an enhance, because this additional burnout does not go away. So very important distinction. Burnout that you get applied from reform stays and will continue to stack when the unit dies and gets reformed again. So let's take an example. We'll probably see some examples when we're playing, but we have Rector Flicker, right? We have Burn Bright Rector Flicker. He starts with 3 burnout. We play Wicklash on him. He now has 5 burnout. Eventually he dies. He'll get reformed. Even though we played Wicklash, he will not come back with 5 burnout or 6 burnout. He will come back with 4 burnout. The 3 native burnout plus the 1 enhanced burnout from the reform. It can get a little bit weird, but that's the basic rough idea, is that spells that apply burnout while you're alive is a temporary or applied burnout. Reform adds a stack of native or enhanced burnout, and then your unit's text is your native burnout, or your burnout that you have when you first play the unit. Units that don't have native burnout and are reformed will always start with 1 burnout after their first reform. So the first time it will add, they'll go from 0 to 1, and then it will continue to stack from there as they die more and more and more. This is different in Endless, but we'll talk about Endless with Little Fade. But basically, to say Endless does not apply. We'll talk about Endless in more detail later, but the important thing to note right now is that Endless does not increase burnout. If you have an Endless unit, it comes back. It's not going to increase natively the burnout. It just comes back. The other example of this is the Formless Child. The Formless Child is not a reform. It is return a defeated unit to your hand and apply extra damage. So it does not add burnout either, which means it won't give burnout onto units that didn't have it before, and it won't add extra burnout to burnout unit or to units that have burnout natively. Hopefully that's not too complicated, but basically that's the summary. You have 3 different ways of thinking about burnout, and all of that becomes important when you're trying to figure out the optimal way to set up your burnout units for Relentless. Main thing to consider with Rector Flicker is basically, if you do not have reform and you do not have any burnout applicators, so burnout spells that will increase burnout, you're going to be in trouble, because Rector Flicker is just going to die and he's just dead. Okay, so if you're going to play Burn Bright, you really need in your starting hand either reform or burnout extension, or you're going to have a really rough time. You basically either have to get it in the next ring, or you're just going to lose by ring 3, unless you just get an insane secondary unit that can carry you and you just don't care about Rector Flicker. But I would say that's pretty rare. Normally you want Burn Bright Rector Flicker to actually do something. Second is Accumulator. So Accumulator has text Harvest, and Harvest is when a unit dies on this floor, gain +4 damage and +20 HP. So important to note about Harvest is that Harvest is applied regardless of what type of unit is dying. If it's a friendly unit, if it's an enemy unit, still applies the same. What's an important distinction is it does not consider morsels. We talked about morsels yesterday in the Penumbra episode. But yeah, if you eat morsels, they are not harvested. They are eaten because they don't die. They are eaten, which is a distinction. It is different actually in Monster Train. It's different to be eaten rather than to die. If a morsel dies, it is considered a death and will harvest. So dies means that it takes damage and dies. Then it will trigger a harvest trigger. So a unit has to die on that floor. Certain things can affect that. For example, if you have something like jack strips, and let's say you play your harvest units on the bottom floor, bottom floor, and then they go up, they get killed by jack strips, their death is considered to have occurred on the next floor. Therefore, the harvest units on the lower floor do not get the harvest trigger. That's the only real exception to this. Everything else gets applied on the floor. So Frostbite will happen on that floor. Reap, when it comes out, applies on that floor. So you don't have to worry about anything else other than just note that with jack strips, this very special interaction, jack strips applies when it moves up, and therefore does not get applied to the harvest units on that floor. There are other harvest units as well. There are 3 other harvest units. 4. I always forget Devourer of Death. There are 4 other Harvest units. The 2 primary ones are the Wickless Baron and Wickless Tycoon. Those are the ones you're going to see the most often. Then you have Big Sludge, and then you have Devourer of Death. All of them, the Harvest works the same way as with Rector Flicker. As any unit dies on the floor, it gets the effect. So Wickless Baron's going to generate damage and health. Big Sludge is going to generate rage. Wickless Tycoon is going to generate coins. And then Devourer of Death generates stacks that when the Devourer of Death dies, those stacks get applied as damage to the whole floor, times 15 per stack. So, with Accumulator, the basic way you set this up is Accumulator is just a big, beefy dude. You oftentimes have problems with Harvest builds with burst damage and with backline access. So being able to add in some form of backline access, some form of big burst damage is going to be quite useful. Getting things like multi-strike onto one of your Harvest units, like a Big Sludge or a Harvest Baron, can be very, very useful. Or having big spells. And then it's really about maximizing the amount of deaths on both sides. So there are some good things within Melting Remnant. Like Remnant Host is really, really strong because it's a 3 units in one card. You have the Remnant Host, and then when it dies, it creates 2 drafts that also instantly die at the end of the turn. So tends to be a pretty good way to increase. Any tombs are going to actually be pretty good in general. Entombed Explosive is quite good for getting that burst. We talked about that. Burst is very important. Other cards, Stealth becomes pretty good with a lot of these. So if you play like a Molten Encasement and you keep bringing it back and bringing it back and bringing it back, that's quite good. Another thing to note is with enhancements like the Wickless Baron's stat enhancements, or with Rector Flicker stat enhancements, those get maintained through death. And that's true of all stat enhancements. So if you have damage increases or health increases that are not buffs, but are just like raw enhancements, if your unit dies and you bring them back, they will maintain all of those buffs. So there are like builds. In fact, there is a very specific card in the DLC set which can take advantage of that. But basically, as long as you can survive, theoretically you could play Rector Flicker on every floor. Now that's not considering the Burnout, because when you reform you get extra Burnout. But if you have something like Endless where you don't have Burnout, putting Endless on a Rector Flicker with a lot of stats, you could actually play it on all 3 floors and fight Relentless on all 3 floors with the Rector Flicker. So it's just something to think about. Last is Dark Calling. So Dark Calling has a resolve trigger. We haven't talked about resolve yet. It's not the only one that has resolve, but basically resolve is at the end of turn, trigger this effect. There are lots of different resolve triggers throughout Monster Train. There's a few. Steelworker, Vine Mother, and Morsel Maker all have resolve triggers. Lots and lots of enemy units have resolve triggers. And then another champion, Soul Guard, also has a resolve trigger. And all these resolve triggers, again, they happen at the end of the turn, not the end of the combat round. So you only get it once, and only if your unit survives the combat round. Resolve is also affected by daze. So if you have a resolve unit and the resolve unit is dazed, it will not do the resolve trigger. So what is the resolve trigger for Rector Flicker? The resolve trigger is reform 2 random units and apply an additional plus 15 damage to those units. And again, that application is permanent for that battle. So any damage they get from this reform will get maintained. And the way that Dark Calling scales is it scales through a little bit of health, or not a little bit, but a decent amount of health and damage, and then how much extra stats get onto the 2 units. Jacoby, welcome to the stream. Thanks. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. With this particular Rector Flicker, you really want to look for units that can take advantage of both the Burnout and the Reform. There's a couple different units to think about. One is the Paraffin Enforcer. Paraffin Enforcer is quite good with Dark Calling and with Burn Bright. It's probably slightly better with Burn Bright than with Dark Calling, but it can work in both because Paraffin Enforcer has text on strike, add or apply Rage 3 to all friendly Burnout units. So if you're reforming units or if you have Burn Bright, you can get a lot of rage stacks very quickly, especially if you can get something like multi-strike on the Paraffin Enforcer. Other things that are quite good with Dark Calling are drafts, because the drafts, they start out with Burnout and they have multi-strike, so the applied damage is going to get multiplied by the amount of multi-strike that is coming onto, or that is natively on these units. But it's also pretty good with any other so it's good with multi-strike units. So Animus of Will is quite strong with it. It's good with sweep units, so any of the Sirens are going to be quite good with it. And then, yeah, I mean, your standard Lady of the House, Lady of the Reformed are always going to be happy about it, but you really want to find multi-strike, trample, sweep units. That's the idea. There's always a question that comes up where to play Dark Calling, because the way the interaction works is when the resolve trigger happens, it will check what's in your pool then on that floor. So if a unit dies on the same floor as Rector Flicker, it doesn't matter whether it's behind Rector Flicker or in front of Rector Flicker because of the way the order happens. As long as the unit is in the pool when Rector Flicker does his resolve and all units that die go into that pool, he will reform them. If it happens on a floor below Rector Flicker, because his resolve trigger happens at the end of that floor's combat, he will not bring them back immediately. He'll have to wait until the next time when they're going to be in the pool at the time he does his resolve trigger. So there's like a debate. Do you play him on the bottom? Do you play him on the top? On the top, he's much safer, but you're going to miss out maybe on a couple early resolve triggers. Do you play him on the bottom so that he can get the early resolve triggers, but then he's in more danger? So it's about balancing what do you think is going to be the ideal position for him. I typically play him in the top, but there's also a case to play him on the bottom or middle floors if you need early reforms and you can't kill units on your own, for example. So just something to think about. We'll certainly try all three. And I think that's enough talk about the setup here. Let's get out of the logbook and jump into some runs. So, Melting Remnant, Rector Flicker, starting with Hellhorned. So, again, we talked about two kind of different possibilities here. I would say two primary ones. Normally, I don't tend to go Burn Bright with Hellhorned. You can do it, but to be honest, it's not my favorite way to play it. I don't think there's a lot that's getting added. In comparison, if we were doing something like Umbra, then you have the whole Ember Drain package at your disposal. If you're doing something like Stygian Guard, you can use the Burnout extenders on Rector Flicker to trigger incants. There's not really any major synergies with Hellhorned. The only exception is if you go a reinforced Burn Bright build, then the rage can become more powerful. But the hardest part is fitting all the units. So then you have to increase capacity, which means your draw is less, which means your burnout might go off before you have a chance to extend it. So there's a lot of different things. So I typically don't go Burn Bright with Hellhorned because, again, there's not as much synergy apart from exactly the reinforced with the Paraffin Enforcer, the reinforced Burn Bright build. You can get some rage bonuses. That's the real only synergy. Apart from that, I typically would go Accumulator, and you can go Imps with Accumulator, which is very, very strong. Your Imps chump block for Rector Flicker. A lot of them even do damage, so you have your Queen's Implings that are doing a little bit of burst damage onto the units. They die, you get stacks from it. That can be very strong. You can go Torches, which will work quite a bit early game, but late game it gets more problematic. So I think the Imps tend to be more consistent. If you go Dark Calling as well, Imps can be quite good. They're not really the ideal thing to reform, but they're okay. And they will, the fact that you can get all these summon triggers can become relevant later on if you get something like an Endless Transcendent. So a couple different ways to build it. I'm going to go with the Imps here. We're going to do Exile, Hellhorned, and see if it works. And Tom, welcome to the stream. Glad the videos have been helping. That, Firelight build is pretty insane. So glad it worked out for you. It's a pretty easy one to pilot, I think. So I think it's a good one for people to use if they're struggling with Covenant 25. But anyway, let's jump into the run and give it a shot. Quentin, also, thank you. I'm glad the videos are helping. Keep plugging on, man. Covenant 25 is certainly intimidating the first time you try it, but as someone who now has more than 1,100 hours into Monster Train, eventually, don't take yesterday as an example, but eventually you can start getting pretty consistent at beating Covenant 25. I think it's, compared to like Slay the Spire, I think it's a lot easier to win streak at Covenant 25 than it is at Ascension 20. So that's my feeling. Let's jump into artifacts here. So Hell's Banners is great. When we have so much of our deck is units, right? Like we have Vent. Our spell is Vent. That's what we have. And Crushing Demise. Honestly, this looks like an incredibly solid accumulator build. This might even be one of the best accumulator builds you can get. But even honestly, Dark Calling is not awful here. We have 2 drafts to start with. The imps are not bad to reform. I mean, the Train Stewards aren't great. But there's a lot of value here. So I think we're not going to go Burn Bright because we have no Burnout Extenders and we have no reform. So it's going to be Dark Calling or Accumulator, whichever one shows up. And I would probably lean towards Accumulator. Okay, well, we get Dark Calling. As I said, it's probably fine. How do you feel the upcoming swap of Dazed 1 to Ember Drain? Is that what they swapped? I was not aware they were swapping that. Was I experiencing that the whole time and didn't know it? Oh man, I have to go look at my videos now. I literally did not know. If I was playing the DLC and that was affecting me, I was not aware that had changed. What do I think about it? I think Daze makes more sense, but I'd have to actually play it knowing that that's what I was doing. Okay, so this is interesting. You remember I told you that Rector Flicker will trigger as long as the unit is in the consume pile. Oh, it was just announced yesterday. Ah, okay, interesting. As long as it's in the consume pile. And what's cool is Crushing Demise will kill one of the units immediately, meaning that it's already in the reform pile. That really incentivizes me to already start with Rector Flicker on the middle floor. Play a drag up top for collector purposes. We blast 2 of these guys, and then we can Crushing Demise, and one of those imps is guaranteed to come back. Very, very solid. All right, we really want to hit a draft here. We're going to get this Impling as well. So we're going to play the draft on this floor, and it's a 2/3 chance. Well, not necessarily. We could make it a perfect chance if we play the draft here, which actually makes a lot of sense, because draft is like the best unit to reform here. If we play the imp down here, which is what I'm going to do, now this imp will not be in the pool at the time that these guys die. So we're going to have the 1 imp from before, and then the dreg and the draft are going to be in the pool. So there's a pretty good chance we get the draft, which is what we want. The draft is the one that's going to take the most advantage of the death here. Okay, you have Burnout 1, so we're okay with you taking a hit. In fact, you can take 2 hits. This will kill, let's see, 1, 2, dead, hit. Let's put a dreg in the back and just clear the whole floor. And we'll play a Train Steward up top for later. Very solid. Okay, so we want, what do we want? Well, there's not really a lot we can do here. Apart from, we want the drafts to get reformed in a time when we can actually play them out. I'm going to play this drag up top. We're not going to play this Impling here. Alright, let's see. So we can play one of the drafts. We can play the Train Steward to tank, and he'll tank 3 of the hits. We can kill 1. That seems pretty good. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3 on the Train Steward. We'd really like the Train Steward to attack. I maybe should have played the Imp in front then, but it's okay. We'll play this. That's already 60 damage. Certainly not bad. I think we're going to go Drag in the back to add another 18 damage. And we can put a Train Steward here to block for the Rector Flicker. This Drag's going to... Well, let's just not play it. Alright. So, Queen's Impling kills it. Done. Very solid. We could even have tossed some other stuff in, but that seems pretty good. So we need to get rid of Train Stewards, that's clear. We want to pare it down to probably imps and drafts. The dregs as well are not particularly great. Do we want Burnout Extension? It's a very valid question. I mean, we have like no spells. We have 1, 2, 3 spells. I think taking a Purifying Cleanse might not be right. It might be Hallowed Drippings. If we can permafrost a Hallowed Drippings, we can just kind of maintain it until we are going to go into the fight. Fledgling Imp is also very interesting. Although Rage is not particularly amazing with Seraph the Chaste. Maybe we go with Hornbreak so that we can kill backliners or even frontliners. We just need to get plus 10 damage on it, and suddenly it's really, really strong. Okay, so what do we want here? We want either... No, we want a Harvest unit. Paraffin Thug is actually a pretty decent target here, especially after his buff. And with Multi-Strike, he becomes an even better target, and we can give him some health. That actually seems okay. Question, do we play Rage on a draft? I don't think so. I think we just hold off for now. Take our really, really strong Paraffin and Thug, and try to get as many Slay triggers out of him as we can this early. This is a very early, very strong Paraffin Thug. Is he killing the front unit? He's not, but if I put an Impling in front, then he would be. So if we do Impling... Paraffin Thug... And then we're going to put Rector Flicker on the top here because you can't bring anything back anyway. And I think we clear the floor out here. And just wipe the whole floor out. We'll put you here for collector purposes. And I mean, that was really solid. Okay, so now, again, we'd like to get you down. And the question is, can we kill both of you? I don't think so yet. Let's put you here to die. We can kill the backliner. Although, do we need to kill the backliner here? Gosh, you're like so close. Because I don't really want this train steward to live. I guess it's fine if we get an imp back, or if we get a train, or if we get not a train steward. If we get an imp back, or if we get one of the drafts, that's actually fine. Okay, we got the draft. We don't currently have the Burnout Extender, but there's a pretty good chance of us getting it next turn. So let's put him on the bottom just in case. I mean, you're gonna die no matter what we do, and let's leave it at that for now. Okay, so we do get the Burnout Extension. To be honest, it doesn't really mean a whole lot, but we're gonna use it anyway. Because what else are we gonna do? Play you guys out here. And then I don't really want the Crushing Demise here. I think it could be really good. Please don't hit the Paraffin Thug, please. Okay, that actually was amazing. We're killing the boss. And we're killing him with the Paraffin Thug. Dare to dream, guys. Dare to dream. Sometimes you get lucky. I don't think we need a third draft, and I don't love Entombed Explosive here. I think we have enough burst damage. Welder Helper. Welder Helper does not get cleansed. Interesting. And we can kill him with a Hornbreak. We don't have any other way to kill him yet, though. But getting a lot of armor onto one of our units as a tank could be very, very helpful for later fights. I think we take him. And ideally we add Burnout to him. Do we want any of these units? Interesting. I don't think we want a Wickless Tycoon. We're already going to generate enough coins with our Paraffin Thug. Let's see what we have upcoming. We have a Remnant Banner and a Herxel's Horde, and then we have a Hellhorned Banner and a Hellvent. We're probably going to go right path here. I think there are better units to get. We really would like a Wickless Baron would be ideal. There's a Wickless Baron. Fantastic. So we can put those two together. Double summons. Yes. As good as the apply extra 4 armor, like we have almost entirely summon units. Now they do 20 damage to the front enemy unit. The armor gives 40 armor. That's going to be massive. Trample. Trample, please. Furnace Tap. Okay. Furnace Tap is not bad. What we need is Permafrost and Double Stack. And then we basically wait until we have no possibility to play it. But the nice thing is that even when we're Ember Drained, as long as we are reforming 2 units per turn, which we should be able to with Dark Calling, we will always hit Hell's Banners, which means we will always generate Ember, which is awesome. It completely negates all the issues that we would get with Ember Drain cards. So like out of the ashes, not even ashes, this is actually a pretty decent build already, but completely out of left field maybe is the better way to say it. Out of left field, we all of a sudden have this amazing build, which is kind of hilarious. So we're going to go Paraffin Thug. We're going to go Train Steward, Dreg. Do we already play Furnace Tap here? We have to get at least 2 Dregs. Or we have to wait until multiple units have died. I think we should be patient here. This would be an extra 20 coins though. I mean, that's 20 coins is 20 coins, but being able to get exactly 2 Dregs in a turn is it's a tall order. I think we're gonna wait. We'll have time. Okay, now we can play the Wickless Baron. He's gonna be our main tank here. And now we're killing the front unit. Let's play... We only need to get 1 damage, so play you guys here. And then... Oh, actually, we can even vent for a lot. Play you here and vent. Very, very cool. This is already going very well. Okay, so let's block the hit with you since you're going to die anyway. We can put in a draft. 20, 30. This is actually pretty good. This means he's going to hit him for 20 and kill the front unit, which is great. You're going to die anyway. And let's just dump a whole bunch more units out. Cool. Now we have a Thick Drag to put in front. Thick Drag blocks all the damage here. And you're going to hit, kill, hit. Getting a way to scale up the Paraffin Thug would be useful. I mean, he's doing a lot of damage, but it would be great if he was doing a little bit more. But it's fine. Let's get armor onto Rector Flicker. Could become useful later. Play this out. And I think we just play out these Dregs. Okay. We only have 1 unit to reform. Oh no, we got 2. Excellent. So now we can put Draft in front. Oh, wow. We're actually killing everything. In that case, we put a Dreg here so that it can die. And yeah, this is amazing. We're getting another 40 coins. Everything here is dying. If we put this Draft up front, it doesn't kill. Well, we can do this first. We can Crushing Demise. Then we play the Draft. And now we're killing everything. Cool, cool. Let's put you here as well. And vent for 10. Cool, cool. How's this looking? Actually, extremely good. We get to play Furnace Tap, which guarantees us the kill. And we're not going to play anything else. Oh, would love it if you weren't killing him, but it's fine. You're killing the boss. So we're not going to complain. Cool, cool. More armor. Double armor. Formless Child. So Formless Child's kind of interesting. What you could do is you could tank the hits with Paraffin Thug, put Formless Child immediately behind it, The only problem is that you can't have anything else die. I think that's too risky. We're not going to go for this. Alloy of the Ancients seems pretty good, though. Yeah, I like this. Just 25 armor. Easy. We don't need any more units, and we want extra capacity. We'll take capacity first, and then we'll take afterward. So capacity first, and then afterward draw. I don't think we're going to take this unit. Yeah, basically no matter who it was, we weren't going to take it. Even Rail Beater. Even though we could stack all the armor on him, I don't think it makes sense. So what do we want to do here? I think let's get some generic stats onto our draft. They will be kept for the entire run. I don't really want large stone on anything. Endless. Endless on the Welder Helper. And then Burnout on the Welder Helper. Burnout and Endless on the Welder Helper. This means that we get to play him every turn. We can play him in the back. He dies automatically. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let's give some extra health to the Wickless Baron. Although we're probably just going to stack armor onto him. Will be the goal. Yeah, Dark Calling too. This is looking like a very solid build, guys. Like, not too worried here. I think we can do multi-strike. We're not worried about taking damage. We're worried about doing damage. So 90 damage very early is kind of a tall order. We will play you out. Play you out. We can pop the backliner. Now you do have 30 damage. Let's play you on the top floor. And maybe even put this guy up front to die. Okay, so we got to do a lot of damage to him very quickly. It makes me wonder if it makes sense to put Paraffin Thug higher up to increase the chances that we're actually killing things with him. We can kill this guy if we do Imp, Paraffin Thug, and then we can do Drag down here. Maybe it's better to keep them separate. For now. Because I'm really nervous about, I'm really worried about this guy making it to the pyre. This is 20, 40, so he'd be at 28. Yeah, we can't get this guy low enough to kill him. So let's do it like that. Let's go 1. We'll tank 1 hit with the Paraffin Thug. We'll do another Queen's Impling. We're doing 40 right now. This would be a net 10. We have to put him in the back. Okay, now he's dying. We put 2 dregs in front here. Block as much damage as we can. And do 20 damage to him. And now we're going to start getting units back. Starting with this very, very amazingly strong Train Steward. So this becomes interesting. How do we kill this guy? We have to Crushing Demise. That's the only way to do it. Let's increase the chances that it doesn't actually hit our buddy here. Did not hit our buddy, but it also hit the wrong unit. That's fine. We'll put as much damage as we can on him, and we'll I think we'll stack armor onto him as well. Rector Flicker will kill him, so it's not the end of the world here, but starting to get a little bit dangerous for us. Okay, so here, let's go draft up front. Stack the armor. We're doing 11 damage. 10, 20, 6, 20, 20. Oh, because the heal. I was like, how is that even working? Didn't make sense. You're killing him. This guy's dangerous. How much damage can we get on him? 24, 24. Double Train Steward here. Keeps him alive. And then we can go triple dreg. He's only doing 12 damage. Rector Flicker can take that. So we're going to go triple dreg. Just try to lower his health as much as we possibly can. We get some imps here. And I think it's time we add Furnace Tap. And then, how are you doing? If we do this, you're actually dying. Amazing. Let's go this here as well. We can also get a Welder Helper in, which gets almost all of them dying. That's incredible. Wow. By some miracle, we're actually killing everything here. That's crazy. Unexpected. Let's, yeah, we want him to die. We'll play these guys up here to block. And then, I guess vent up here. Doesn't really matter. I am actually amazed. I did not think that they were going to do enough damage to kill that guy, but worked out. Okay, we're going to be able to vent here, which is amazing as soon as we play 2 units. So we play Drag up front. We play a Train Steward here to block the hit. Then we play Welder Helper. Also here. We increase all their burnout and we vent the floor. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, I'm also very excited for the DLC. Guys, we're actually killing them on the bottom floor. That's incredible. Good evening, Hyperathon. Alright. Pretty solid. Hey, Unbroken Horn. That's not bad. Wicked Blaze would allow us to target Reform. Subsuming Blade would allow us to target Kill. I think a Wicked Blaze at like the opportune moment could be extremely valuable. Votavary is also pretty good for just stacking harvest stacks onto Wickless Baron. But I think Wicked Blaze is just better. Skip. Battering Ram's kind of interesting as a way to get burst damage, but I think it's unnecessary here. Okay, this is great. We get an artifact. That's a decent artifact if we were going to do any rage. But we don't do any rage right now. So we won't take it. We'll take a Memorial Fund. Just get more money, I guess. Keep removing Train Stewards. Or start removing Train Stewards. And would still love to get Multi-Strike. In the absence of Multi-Strike, we can give you some health and damage. And then re-roll for it. Endless. Let's save our money. We could go to a trinket shop at some point. We're going to go spells here, probably. The multi-strike on the Wickless Baron is like good, but I don't think it's critical to win. What I need to remember is we need to save a floor for Crushing Demise, and we need to have Crushing Demise with Holdover. That's going to be very important. We may even dupe it to make sure that we can kill any units that make it past the first floor. Enemies appearing on each floor is not scary for me. It represents, like, at worst, a few damage, but if we get an imp, we kill 2 of them instantly. So how do we want to play this? We'd really like you on the bottom. So we play you here. Play you up top. Blast these fools. And I think we chump block with you. And there's nothing to bring back yet. We're going to get a lot of money, but this guy's going to be pretty stacked. We're really hoping for Crushing Demise. Didn't get it. It's fine. I'm not bitter. Let's put... We're going to vent here. So if we're going to vent here... I really would have liked you in the front, actually, but it's okay. Let's put you in the front. Put this drag up top, and then clear the floor. Okay. Now we're starting to get some units back. This represents 40 damage. That's 79 damage that we can put out here. Now, it's certainly better than what we are getting right now. We're going to put imps here like this. Get him down below 60, so he's only doing 20 damage to us. We want an impling down here as well, so we're at least killing the front unit. I think getting a drag up front as well is also good. Do we vent here? Venting here gives him armor instead of damage. Let's go. Yeah, let's vent. Yeah, let's vent here. And we're not going to play these dregs out. Okay, so we're taking our 20 damage. Next guy potentially represents another 12 damage. We can play Furnace Tap now. We're getting units consistently back every turn. And so Furnace Tap means we kill the front unit. How do we want to do this? I'm really worried about how much damage these guys are all doing to me. We're going to take 12 here. We might take more there. We're probably going to get Hornbreak or Crushing Demise. Let's go with Drag, Draft, Drag, Train Steward, keep you guys around. It adds an extra 16 damage to you. Okay. Okay, there's 12. There's Hornbreak and Crushing Demise. I think we do it. So starting off, we're going to play Welder Helper. Then we will play you. Get some damage in. Play you behind him. Okay, so we have to do this in the very particular order. We have Hornbreak, Crushing Demise, nailed it. I mean, it was a 25% chance, or 75% chance of success, 25% chance of failure. But even failure is not awful here. We have a really thick draft in front of a lot of damage. We can even increase that even more. He does only have 4 turns, but 4 turns here represents more than 100 damage. And then we still have these guys doing damage as well. We can even put armor onto him, which we probably will do. Okay, let's get even more damage. And just throw you in there. Oh, wait, we didn't play the armor. My bad. I think that's still good. 541. Can we make that even higher? Currently not, actually. Well, we could throw in this draft. Or we could throw the Welder Helper up front. He would have 40 armor. But he's not blocking anything. It's AoE. In that case, let's play... let's play you here. Kill both of them. Play you here. Play this draft up front. Adds an extra little bit of damage. Play you where? I guess here. And then toss another drag. I don't know where to put the Simpling. I don't want to put too many things there. And wow, we're getting a lot of money. I'm pretty sure just putting the Impling down kills him. Yeah, it does. Oh, and we could even Wicked Blaze this guy. Can we get the kill with him? Let's count this up. He's hitting 1 time. So 1, 46, 47. This is not killing him. We want him right here. And then he gets the kill. Amazing. Very solid. Extra 20 gold, or 20 coins. We have a lot of coins. We do not need to take any more coin trials. Memento Mori is very interesting, but I think it's unnecessary here. Well, I don't know, though. We have been getting a lot of burst, and we get, like, let's say 5 units are dead. That's 50 damage burst. It's not really that much. We have to have a lot more units dying. And I don't think we're going to take it. Inferno, though. Inferno actually could... Ooh, Impelate. I think Impelate's just better. Yeah, we take Impelate here. We just need to hit the front enemy units. That's the goal. We're going to go right path here. remove 2 more train stewards, and now we can just start rolling with a lot of spells upgraded. So there's the -1 holdover we wanted on Crushing Demise. We will dupe that later. Let's get extra damage onto Vent. We also want extra damage onto... ooh, there's the double stack onto Furnace Tap. -1 on Impalate. And I don't think we need this. So I'm going to hold off. Do we want to already start removing dregs? Are we going to get a... let's see if we get a Trinket Shop soon. We're probably going to go spells again here. And then probably finish off with units, the duplicate, and unit upgrades. Yeah, okay. So we're not going to get a Trinket Shop until the very end. If we're not going to get it until the very end, this is a good time to yeet some dregs. Let's just get rid of 3 for now. Then we can remove 2 from removal later on. That will significantly improve our draws, get us much more consistent Crushing Demises, which is what we need. Like, Crushing Demise is going to save us here. Oh, Rally is annoying, but it's not so annoying because we can Vent immediately. So we're going to play you. We'll play you. I'm going to play this Dreg here as well in the wrong timing, because why else would you want to play Dreg if not to have awkward timing? Okay. You are dazed. So I would like to do it like this. We're going to put you up front. Then we're going to give you all the armor. And I would love to blast you for 20. We unfortunately can't. We'll blast you for 20 instead. We have nothing getting reformed yet. But soon we're going to get some things reformed. Okay. Impalate enables this whole scenario, which is great. Queen's Impling into Draft up top. So Queen's Impling here into the Draft up. No, the Draft up top just dies. Let's play it down here. We might as well let it give him stacks. And let's stack armor onto... yeah, keep stacking onto Paraffin Thug. Okay, so we need an imp here. So, an imp we have. We will take it. Although, an imp down here is also really valuable. But we can play it like this. You're going to die. We can play Crushing Demise on an empty floor. And then we Welder Helper... Do Welder Helper the Draft? I think we just play the Draft. No, we Welder Helper the... Oh, it's going to survive anyway. It's going to survive anyway. They don't do enough damage. So we're going to put you in here. Now we're killing one of them with our... Wickless Baron is not really who you want to kill with, but we can play these guys here now. We have the intent on death, so it's guaranteed to die. There's no stress here at all. And we have enough Ember to go for a long time now. So what we're going to do is we're going to Furnace Tap immediately into Vent. Yeah, we're going to play... we want to play some big stuff here. So, Draft. Give this guy some armor. Play this out so it can get reformed. Play you out. And then 2 more... although, I mean, you are doing a lot more damage. If we're going purely off of damage, you're the one that we want. If we're going off of getting money... we don't need that much money. Let's just do it on this. And then Vent. Boom. We're killing everything. That's amazing. That was a lot of damage. Okay, so now we have to play units to generate Ember. But we don't have any problems with that. Let's play... Dreg into Impling. Add armor. Block here. And we can't get this guy low enough, but we can kill the backliner. We just won't play Crushing Demise anymore. We're good. And I'm almost positive we have enough damage here. So we're going to play Draft So let's go impling up top. Into Draft. Into Welder Helper. We don't need to keep this guy around. We don't need to keep any of these guys around. We just vent. And do we have enough damage? I think we might. We actually do. Ideally, this guy gets the kill. We can't guarantee that. In fact, we have no units that are dead. So we just play it. We'll see. Maybe we're lucky. Regardless, we'll get the 5 coins. So maybe we get the 25? Nope, we don't. But we're good. We're going into the next round with almost 600 coins. I think we're good here. Sacrificial Resurrection's kind of interesting, but I think I'd rather just play it out like this. And yeah, it's time for draw. It's time for draw. We have enough space. Having 2 units in front is good enough. Okay, so we're going to go spell upgrades again. Right? Trinkets are like super appealing, but we're going to get trinkets here. We're fine. Let's just take the safe route. We get rid of the 2 dregs. Now we need to make sure that our imps are consistently dying. That's an important part of this build now. I actually think we just permafrost the Wicked Blaze. And then -1 on Hornbreak. +10 on Hornbreak. Reroll. Holdover on Impelate. -1 on Wicked Blaze. And there's still a chance that we can get remove Consume from the Furnace Tap, and then it's not playable. We wouldn't get enough Ember. But it's fine. Okay, so we go full on Rector Flicker here. So now the only thing that can get brought back are drafts and imps, all of which is amazing. It's exactly what we want. 400 coins. Let's not risk it here. There's no reason to risk it. We're sitting on a huge amount of money still. We're going to get even more because we're almost guaranteed to get the Collector. We're going to have Ember Drain, but again, we've kind of prepared for that. So we go you. We want you to die. We want you kind of in the back. You here. So we're going to take 1 Ember Drain, which is not bad at all. Let's stack the armor already and vent. Okay. Collector is going to get killed. It's exactly what you want to see. 1 into a second one. Into a third one. 4th one. And then we vent here. Get ourselves a little bit extra damage. Okay, now we're going to start seeing some really good drafts come in. Okay, so we can already play our Furnace Tap if we want. We can also prevent Ember Drain if we're really nervous about it. I'd like you to have the armor. Impelate here. And then Draft can go in the 2nd position. We need a unit that's going to die immediately. We don't have one yet. Let's go you here. You block and hit for 61. We need to be able to reform 2 units. That's the main thing here. And then we can play Furnace Tap. We'll play it on you for now. Okay. Should be good. We're going to reform 2 units. And we just have to make sure that they keep dying. And that we always have units that are dying every turn. So we still have 3 units that can be reformed. That's fantastic. This is totally fine here. We can impelate the front. Then we can play... We can just Crush Demise here. Queen's Impling. He's going to die. He'll be reformable. That's really good. We play a second one here. Stack all the armor. This prevents quite a bit of damage. So let's do that. Get you here. And we have a lot of units that are still remaining. But you know, let's hold off. Yeah, I'm actually really glad we did, because now we can bring back the other. We can bring back the draft again, the really good draft. So play both of you. Bring back the really good draft. He's now doing 60 by 2 damage. Pretty good. We can play you first into you. Into Impelate. Although, does that mean if we Impelate here, 60, 60. Hornbreak here. We're killing the backliner, but we're killing him with the Wickless Baron. It's not really what we wanted, but we'll take it. We really don't need that much. I gotta remember, we have a lot of money already. Do we want to extend Burnout here? Don't think so. Not yet. Crushing Demise is not useful anymore. There's the other draft. Okay, let's play them up here. Now I think it's okay for us to play Hello Drippings, get even more stats onto you. Just play this out to keep it on holdover. And how are we looking? We're killing him. Can't ask for anything better. Yeah, very solid. Even doing this, not bad. We'll see who gets the kill. Yeah, figured. Alright. Skip. And... ooh, Dark Deal is very interesting. We don't have any other raid synergy, and it's going to get halved. It's probably not worth it. And Branding Right as well. Like, Branding Right's good. But we're going to go unit upgrades next, so I think we just skip. So we'd really like native... multi-strike. We don't have it yet. We don't want to make anything super thick. I mean, I don't mind stacking up an Impling. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Let's see what we have for trinkets, actually, before we go crazy over here. Adding extra Burnout's not really what we want. Resin Block is good. Scorched Steel is also good, but let's see what we get on reroll first. Quick. I think we can afford Quick and a Scorched Steel. In fact, we can afford both or not Quick, we can afford an extra Heartstone onto the Wickless Baron. Get Rage on an Imp, I guess. We might as well use the money. And dupe. So I initially said duping Crushing Demise, but like, do you really just not? I think you dupe a Furnace Tap. It does mean that one turn we're not going to be able to play Welder Helper, but in order to get extra multi-strike, I think that's an okay trade. So this has been a very, very consistent build. Fantastic use of Dark Calling. Everything's surviving for the most part. Let's play you here, play you here. We want you to die, give you more armor, and then vent the floor. Boom! Get vent. Alright. Get our buddy here. And now I'm thinking, let's put him in front. Start stacking armor onto him. We need 2 units to be dead. Well, we don't need to right now. But soon enough we will need 2 units to be dead. We can play you here. Does an extra little bit of damage. If we play Furnace Tap, we need already dead units. You're gonna die, giving him extra 3 damage, which is not enough. I think we wait on the Furnace Tap. We get out the Simpling and we protect our Rector Flicker. And then immediately bring it back. Okay. Impelate's huge here. We're going to go Welder Helper. And then into Draft, I think. This is actually pretty good. You're going to block the hit. Die. Oh no, because the armor. That's right. Scorched Steel keeps you alive. I put Baron in front because he's going to have a lot more health. That's why. He's going to gain a lot more health, which means more hits on both of them. Draft. Where do we want you, Draft? Down here, I guess. Get as much damage as we can on these guys. We still don't have our Crushing Demise, which is kind of amazing. Okay. That is a lot of dudes. Luckily, we can kill 2 of those dudes right away. We can kill all of the dudes right away if we want. And that might make sense. Or we could just vent. Oh, I'm a fool. We could have vented the whole time. Let's play you. So we're gonna Impelate into Welder Helper, into Impling. Then we're going to Furnace Tap you. I think we should have 2 units. We do. We have 3 units. That's perfect. Gets us a lot more damage, and then we yeet this floor. Do more damage to Seraph. We're going to have 2 more units still. Well, 3 in there afterwards. So this is all good. This is all looking great. Would like to get our other units in the game, but this is fine so far. Let's Crushing Demise. Fantastic. Impelate here. And I think this Impling, and then a second Impling. So we're going to Hornbreak you. We need to play a second Impling. Then we give you the armor. This rage does not matter. How many units do we have that are dead? 1, 2, 3. How many units are dying? 1, 2. So we can afford to bring 1 back. Let's bring back a really thick... this draft. This is exactly 19. That's perfect amount of damage that he'll block. Oh, plus he has the armor. Ah! Wait, 15. I can't count. Math is a hard thing, guys. Math is like... it's one of the hardest things in life, is just being able to count. This is a little bit scary. Yeah, it's less scary if we just Impelate. Yeah. Yeah. We just do this. We play an Impling up here. Problem is, how many units do we have in the... okay, we still have a lot of reformable units. That's good. Play the Queen's Impling. Make a mistake. But it's fine. We're killing everything. Vent first. And then we kill off the Ember Drain unit. Perfect. There's our other Furnace Tap. So this is the turn when we're not going to be able to play Welder Helper. We're going to play Draft into Impling. We can... hold on. We should have done this first. Then we blast you. Then we give you even more multi-strike. And I think we're absolutely fine going into the final round here. We have a guy that's got... basically 250. He'll have over 300 damage by the time Seraph gets there. With 300 damage and almost 300 HP, I think we're going to be just fine. We're not going to Crushing Demise anymore. And we can't Impelate if we want. I guess we Impelate down here. Same with Hornbreak. Just Hornbreak down here to alleviate some pressure. You are living. So let's block with a Queen's In. Play you here. And extend their Burnout. Okay. And how's it looking? We're killing it. That's the first fight. Amazing. We can even bring back a whole bunch of units if we want. And vent. He's at 74 by 5. So that's 370 damage per turn. Not bad. Very cool first run. And Dark Calling is one of the trickier ones. So to get a really solid Dark Calling run is always a nice thing. All right. Let's go to Awoken. So with Awoken, you can go Restore or Root Seeds. I tend to like Root Seeds because if we end up going Burn Bright, which is what I would recommend to do with Awoken, either you can go Burn Bright or Dark Calling. Dark Calling also works because the Awoken units are really, really strong reformed. They have Sweep and they have Multi-Strike, which is exactly what you want when you're reforming. So Dark Calling works really well. But if you don't go Dark Calling, going Burn Bright makes a lot of sense. I would probably not go Accumulator because you're not going to have a lot of things dying. Accumulator is going to be best with Hellhorned and with Umbra. But if we start with a Tomb and we have Accumulator, we'll probably take it because that combo is just too good. It doesn't even really matter which Tomb you get. All three are quite good. But I think Root Seeds is going to be better across the board. What's also nice is, as I mentioned, when you do stat enhancements like Root Seeds, they stay forever. The other nice thing about Root Seeds is with the extra draw, we're more likely if we play, for example, Burn Bright and we need to get our Burnout applicators, we're more likely to get them if we are drawing more cards per turn. So that's kind of the thought process here. We get stats that don't go away when units die. We start with a Tomb, and we start with a Sacred Wicks. This could be an Accumulator build. It's actually looking okay for an Accumulator build. So if we're going to do an Accumulator build, we just need to make sure we get something that does a lot of damage. And with Votive Key, that's like really an Accumulator build. That just screams Accumulator. There we go. Wow, okay, that's great. So then we have to decide, if we don't start with a Tomb unit in our opening hand, we'll get, let's see, do we care about things starting? Don't think so. We could get Vine Grasps or a Tomb to reduce some of the damage, but in general we should be just fine. We might take 9 pyre damage if we don't get anything to stop the top floor, which we didn't get. But we'll play Rector Flicker first because we want him to stick around. And you know what? Weirdly enough, we actually want him to. He's okay to die. He'll have unless we can bring him back. He'll be dazed, but we can bring him back. We can put a drag in, and then the drag can be there for the next hit. If we wanted to do that, which I actually think makes a lot of sense. We just let him die, put you up here, give him stats, and then wait. Comes right back. Ideally, we get something to clear off some of the units. So Vine Grasp helps a bit. We could have also gotten the Collector, but I think... Well, do we want to reduce damage there? I'm actually going to restart. I think we should have just grabbed the Collector. We should have greeted there. Because they're only going to do an extra, 4 damage to the Pyre. It's not really that... It's not worth losing out on the money for that. If you think about that trade, that's 3 Pyre damage for 50 coins, which is way better than the deal I normally would go for. So normally my rule of thumb is for every 1 coin or 5 coins, you want 1 Pyre health. So it's a 5 multiplier. That's way more than 5. That's like more than 10 actually. All right, let's do double drag. Let them tank the hits to make Accumulator much stronger, and we're just going to Root Seeds for damage. Okay, now this guy's a little bit scary, but we should get a tomb unit at this point. I mean, why would we? That wouldn't make any sense for us to get what I was thinking we were going to get. Let's play you out. And then we're going to put the drag up here to die. But we don't want it to have endless. So let's put 2 of these guys down here and put the drag up here to die. This gets us damage shield. Gosh dang it. I guess it's still fine. We ended up taking 18 damage. Now we get the Entombed Explosive. Entombed Explosive kills. Does not kill this unit? Because of the freaking... this game. What if we put you in there too? Then we're killing everything. Okay, we can Vine Grasp the healer. Get even more stacks. Give you Root Seeds. And drag. Very solid. Okay. Still want you here. Well, let's play you down here. Might as well do 50 damage to the boss if we can. Bring you guys back. Honestly, they might... I don't think they're going to kill him, but they're going to do a lot. 92. Okay. And we get our buddy back one last time. Smack him. Snipe him, and we're good. Very solid. We took 18 damage for basically 125 coins, which is a really good deal. Intent on Death. I think we take this now in hopes that we get a unit that can take advantage of it later. By the way, Accumulator is amazing against Seraph the Patient. It's like perfect, actually. So even if we weren't doing everything else, the Seraph the Patient, because you're always chump blocking with other units, and even if you don't, Rector Flicker has so much freaking health that he's not going to die to Patient. All right, what do we want here? I don't think we want any of this. Sting is kind of interesting, but we don't have any backline damage. Other than, I guess we have the 2 Vine Grasps. How important is Glimmer here? I think we skip it. Now we need a unit that justifies Intent on Death, and we need a unit that we can play Root Seeds onto. Shattered Shell is backline damage and a unit we can play Root Seeds on. Multi-Strike. Oh my gosh! Can you believe it? We'll start with some extra damage so that we're getting some earlier kills. And wow, was that a starting turn. Or was that a set of upgrades? Alright, let's jump into the next fight. And we shouldn't have too many sweep units here. This is fine. Rector Flicker can tank a lot of damage. So now let's see which floor we play on. You are currently not able to kill these guys. And it doesn't seem like there's any reason for us to rush. So let's not rush. Let's play these guys out. Give ourselves plenty of time. We also need at least one reform, if possible, before, or at least something to block. We could probably get something better than that. Let's just put a bunch of units out. Maybe we get some incidental damage. We don't get the Collector, unfortunately. Okay, so we put a drag out. Drag blocks a hit. Suddenly we're killing everything. And we can do triple Root Seeds here. And we don't care about the incants because it's just killing the drag. We want you out. Oh, dang. We don't want these Train Steward and drag back. It's the one issue with a Votive Key is that you end up getting stuff you don't want. Okay, now we want to make sure you're Endless because you're awesome to have Endless on. And we could even Vine Grasp you. This gets us another incant. Play that out and toss you guys. Okay. Double explosive. One there. Yeah, we play them both here. Snipe you and get more damage. We could have even Intent on Death, but it's not really critical here. Boom. No damage onto either unit. Fantastic. Very, very solid ring 2. In terms of other units that we want, okay, we're not going to take any of this. Molded, though. Do we want a molded? When we have endless on a unit whenever we want, it's kind of... You know, it's pretty good though, because we could reform a unit and then put endless on it so that it always has Burnout 1, and that can become very relevant. Razor Sharp Edge is great. That's the kind of thing you want to see. Wickless Tycoon. We could use it as a way of generating money, but that's already too many units. And if we're going to have another unit, we want something that just does a lot of damage. So is it a Lady of the House? As cleanup crew? Maybe. I think what we're looking for is something like a Bounty Stalker, right? Bounty Stalker or Legion of Wax. Something where we can use the Intent on Death for a lot of value. So this could be Legion of Wax. We don't need any other unit upgrades yet. Let's go for it. If we get Legion of Wax, we'll take it. No. And we're okay to upgrade spells. We have some spells that are worth upgrading right now. We can -1 on Intent on Death. We can Permafrost a Molded. And then +10 to a Vine Grasp. Not amazing upgrades, but certainly valuable. Don't love any of these. This is probably the best one. We don't need Burnout extenders. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Take 25 armor, I guess. It's not really needed. That's the one thing about Accumulator is like, you have insane amounts of sustain. So sustain's never your problem. Your problem is always damage. And hopefully the sweep unit can get scaling fast enough to be able to get us in a good spot. We're going to play... We want you to have Endless. Start stacking you. And... Intent on Death. Okay. I don't really want Endless on any of these units, so we're gonna just not play them. And we're even net positive here. We're gonna be net positive again, unless this thing kills us, but luckily we can Vine Grasp. Give you armor, give you damage. I mean, I guess this is fine. In fact, we can do this. Kill you. Oh, you don't. You're endless. I'm a fool. I was thinking that we could just reform him, but he's endless. Okay, now we have the actual endless units that we want, which is the Entombed Explosives. I think we're actually okay with these guys all being there. Let's just toss out a bunch of units. Get you there as like backup. Let you die. All seems good. Okay. Quick would be really good. But even without quick, we're good. Or even stealth would be better. Stealth would be a lot better if we could get it. So we hope. We dream of stealth. Okay. So what I like to do here is get this guy, because now he has more health, meaning he's not dying right away. So it's more likely that Shattered Shell gets the kills. And in addition, because he has Burnout, he's guaranteed to die at the end of every turn, even if he has Endless. Cool. And we are just going to destroy Daedalus. We're getting 23 damage. Alright. Seems good. Cool. Formless Child. So this is interesting. This is very interesting. Formless Child could mean that we let the Shattered Shell die intentionally so that we could reform it. I actually don't even hate that. If we had a thin enough deck, I think that works. None of this. And we want draw. That actually can work. It's gonna be that. It's gonna mean we're gonna have to like really, really, really trim down the deck. But if we can pull that off, it's gonna be huge. All right, we try it. Let's remove cards. 2 train stewards. We can also dupe. We could dupe this dude if we want. He's also a great intent on death target to get really huge units. But let's not do that. Let's dupe the intent on death. And again, we're holding out for like a really good unit to use it on eventually. But it's not even bad on our tomb units. All right, accumulator 2. And we're on to... Let's move this down a bit. We're on to next ring. Spikes is fine. Does mean our backliner is going to take a lot of damage, but we can always make sure he comes back. So this is what I mean. So we can actually have him die literally right now. So we can go you up top, then you, then you. And you don't die yet, but you're going to die next turn. And then we're going to get him right back. In fact, well, do we want... We don't really want him to have Burnout. We want to kill these guys through other methods. So what we're going to do is we're going to go Entombed Explosive with Endless. We're going to Intent on Death to kill that guy. And then we're going to Train Steward to kill the Collector. There's our super thick Shattered Shell. Let's get you here as well. And yeah, he's going to be doing a lot of damage. And he's got not Endless right now. And intent targets would be the dude we just got, which we can bring him back as well. If we're worried, for example, of the Shattered Shell dying due to the spikes, we're fine. We just bring it back again. We're still going to stack as much damage on you as possible. And we honestly just try to clear the floors. Okay. I'm going to get 1 garbage. Entombed Explosive, kills you. Dreg kills the next guy. Cool. Alright, we gotta start actually getting Accumulator rolling. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Molded. Formless Child, which will then bring us a thick unit in just a second. The thickest Train Steward is back in action. So you're going to die, which is not really what we want to see. Can we avoid that? I think so. I think this actually stops. Oh no, you're still doing 2 hits. No, it's not that they're 2 hits, it's that you're hitting the whole floor. But okay, so we're gonna have to find a way to bring her back, or bring it back. We should have Molded or Sacred Wicks by then. Hopefully that's enough. In the meantime, we want Thick Steward on this floor with Endless. No, you have Endless. And Dreg Blocker. Okay. Garbage. Oh, garbage is not good. Play you out here. There's the Molded. This is the problem. Is that... Okay, so we're going to do this. Helps out a bit. Play you here. Gets us an extra hit here. Bring back who? I guess this guy. And then do we Razor Sharp Edge to do more damage? And then we take the 6 Pyre health. We're going to take 2 hits. So we'll take 44, 61 damage here. Wow. A little scary. Oof. We have no stings. We're not planning to get stings. Remnant host. Okay, now we're talking. Oh, but stealth is also so good. I think we're going to get the remnant host, though. Remnant host is amazing with this build. Okay, I said we weren't going to get draw or stings here, but having 3 stings that then draw is pretty interesting. Unleash the Wildwood. Don't think we need it. I think we actually just skip here. Yeah, Intent on Death is amazing. Intent on Death is like perfect for what we want here. I think we're going to go removal again. We want to, again, thin out the deck so that we just have the tomb units. So we're eventually going to get rid of all the dregs as well. Oh, Endless on you. Burnout on you. Yeah, we don't want Burnout on him. We want Burnout on him. Or, no, we do it on an Entombed explosive. That's better. Okay, I think we're good now. So we're still hoping that we could, if we need to, we can still use the Formless Child as a way to kill off our unit. Multi-strike here. Wow. Oh, sweep. Sweep is scary. How do we deal with sweep? He's going to be doing 8 damage if he doesn't kill anything. If he does kill something, he does 10 damage. We're going to try it. This might be a death sentence for us, but I want to try it. Okay. So we can already do our move again. So in fact, what we want to do is we want to do you with Endless, you there. Ah, the timing is not good though. You up top. Timing is not good. We need to actually put it on the second floor. But we want it to have Endless so that we can keep having this guy die and then keep bringing it back. So we go, oh, but you get so big. Let's go. How do we want to play this out? 8 plus 18 is enough to kill Rector Flicker. What if we did something like this? We put you here. We could also get a really thick Rector Flicker here. So we play you here. We play both these guys. Rector Flicker dies, you live. Okay? Then Rector Flicker's going to be coming back. We put the Entombed Explosive down. Hitting you for a lot. We don't bring back Rector Flicker yet. We give you extra stats. If we can... No, we want you to die. 9 damage here. Is that enough to do anything valuable? No, we just played up top after. What if we give you Alloy of the Ancients? Let you stick around for a while and stack up some kills. Put you even behind. Okay, now we get Rector Flicker back. That's what we wanted. We still want you here to kill him. Is there a dead unit? There's not a dead unit yet. Yeah, this will have died, but it's a little bit too late. We could have a dreg come back, though. Let's have a drag come back. Play Rector Flicker. Play Formless Child. And then... this doesn't really matter. Let's just play a couple dregs here. Fantastic. Okay, that's great. We have a super thick Rector Flicker. Our Shattered Shell is about to die, which means we need to get our buddy back now. So we bring back the Formless Child. What is else there to bring back? A big drag. We could Intent on Death it as well if we really wanted to. But I think better would be just to play the Remnant Host with Endless. That. Play the Formless Child here. It will bring back the Shattered Shell. Intent on Death, the Remnant Host. After we play this Entombed Explosive. Then we Intent on Death. And all of that is dying. Which is insane. Okay, this is good. 6, 6. We don't Vine Grasp anything. Play you up top. Wow. Look at Rector Flicker. Look how thick he got. Oh no, it brought back the Remnant Host. It's still fine. I think we're still good. We play this. So you're going to hit that and then blow up. You're going to hit this. That's all going to die. We can even put this guy up front. And then just get real thick. Plus 60 HP here. And we just need one of our Entombed Explosives to kill this guy. Bring back Formless Child. Intent on Death. Drag. And play you here just to get as much damage out of you as possible. Okay, it wasn't a lot, but we should be killing him here. We're just completely dominating. Bring back 2 random units. Hey, Shattered Shell, welcome. Play you. Play you. Play you. Intent on Death. And yeah, we're totally killing it. All right. That was actually really cool. Using our okay, we definitely don't want this. Using our tomb to bring back Rector Flicker. What a way to play. I like it. I think it's awesome. Fatal Melting could be really interesting, but I think we have good enough AoE. We don't need any healing at all. I wouldn't mind getting a Cycle of Life for the sweep unit though, to keep it alive. By the end, it's not going to matter because Seraph the Patient doesn't have any sweep units. But in the interim, we are dealing with some sweep units, and it would be good to be able to deal with them a little bit more reliably. Let's get more removal. Now it's time to remove dregs. Again, goal is thin down to just tombs. Tombs are the key. Upgrade slot. That could also be how we do it. We just get HP, 25 health onto the sweep unit. Would also be good, or quick. Okay, we're gonna get a lot of garbage. Let's play you first. Sweep. And then our drag. Very solid. Okay, we can play you. And double root seeds. And just Vine Grasp. Once we get the Remnant Host, then it's like gravy train the rest of the time. We'll still keep playing you. Wow, we're actually killing like everything. This is amazing. Okay. This is where we're going to probably not kill everything, but we're going to still do okay. Well, I don't know. Remnant Host might actually get us there. Especially if we Intent on Death first. It's very close. Very, very close. Burnout here. kills that guy. What do we have left? A drag? Let's play the drag here. We don't need much damage to kill the second unit, and our Rector Flicker is already getting quite large. Play you again. Intent on death again. We're still not quite getting there. But these two drags are going to carry us on the second floor. Cool. Again. And again. Stack your damage. Intent on death. And totally fine. Very cool. Rector Flicker's already real thick. Let's give him some extra armor. Oh, we don't even need to do that. Let's just root seeds. Smack you for 3. Cool. Double intent on death. Amazing. Block. Block. Net 0 onto Rector Flicker. That's good stuff. This is a good build. This is a very good build. Trimming it down will be... There's the Cycle of Life, but I think now we don't need it. There are better things we could upgrade with. Let's get more capacity. Do we want to be able to fit 2 units? That would mean that we could put an explosive, entombed explosive, and a remnant host on the same floor. That's probably worth it. And then more trimming if possible. But let's go unit upgrades. We just want either health or quick. Hell's Banners. Sure. We're probably going to play 2 units per turn. This is fine. Just getting a little bit more health is enough. And outside of that, we don't need anything else. Skip. Now we get the thickest flicker. And oh boy. Let's see if we can exceed 1,000. That's the goal. 1,000 HP. Spell shield's fine. We do 0 spell damage. Alright. So we need to make sure we have plenty of time here. Rector Flicker is not quite dying here. But let's get Endless on him anyway. Block. Sweep. Really sweep. And I mean really sweep. And stack you. Okay, so we're going to need at least 2 Entombed Explosives to kill that guy. Or just 1. Actually, yeah, just the 1 with the Intent on Death is enough. Do we greed here? I think it's unnecessary. Let's just play you Intent on Death. Make sure you're dying. Triple or double, single root seeds. And Vine Grasp doesn't... Oh, we can Vine Grasp for 3. Dang. Okay. Wow, you're going to need a lot more than just 1. In that case, let's play you. Intent on Death. Drag. Play Formless Child here, which brings back a drag, I think. Root Seeds. And bring you to the front. Very good. Okay. We could have Vine Grasped one of the other guys to the front earlier as well. Okay, this is more what we're talking about. We want to do Entomb, Explosive, Remnant Host, getting real big, Root Seeds. We have to Intent on Death, or we have to get, we have to get Entombed Explosive here. And then big drag coming in clutch on the top floor. Cool. 1 HP. Wow, okay. Let's go Entombed Explosive. Remnant Host. Intent on Death. and root seeds and step up to the plate. What are we at? 400 HP. Not bad. Remnant Host. Oh, we didn't play it. We played that in the wrong order. Play this. They're going to get thick. We can do this as well. Get us even more. 1, 2, 3. And here you are. We're taking no damage. We can double Intent on Death. Quadruple Root Seeds. Reckon fools, guys. Reckon fools. All right. Skip and skip. Okay. What do we want going into the final round here? Is there any spells we want to upgrade? We want to remove. That's the biggest thing. Removal is huge. So let's remove 2 dregs. And I'm thinking that we dupe the multi-strike. Let's dupe the endless Remnant Host now. Because playing 2 of them, well, but they're not guaranteed to die. Okay, maybe we don't do that. Let's do instead... Not 100% certain what's the right thing to dupe here. Maybe it's the Razor Sharp Edge. It's not a Root Seeds. Intent on Death again. A third one. Probably too much. I think we just don't dupe. Let's see what we have for triggers here. We don't want this. Mold Braces is not really that good. There's a chance that it hits things that we don't want it to hit. So let's just purge. Let's get rid of the last drag. Let's get rid of the Sacred Wicks. Let's get rid of the 3-cost Vine Grasp. And at this point, I think we could even get rid of the Formless Child if we want. We do enough damage that I think we're going to be totally fine. Yeah, let's do. And then we just focus on what we have. Now I'm really coming back and wondering if we want to do this. But I think we don't. I think we just leave it as is. And be happy. We're good. We have the build. I guess I could have added some damage stats to like a thing, but it doesn't really make any sense. Alright, so we start with Endless U. Then we play you. Then we play you. And we're just not going to care about all of the incants here. Okay. Let's play you. Play you. I should have actually put Endless onto Rector Flicker, because then if we need to bring him back, we can. But I'm hopeful that we don't need to do that. Cool. One, two. Intent on Death. Intent on Death. Razor Sharp. Root Seeds. Root Seeds. Cool. A lot of that going on. I almost wonder if we want to at some point make sure he gets hit. Maybe right before. It might be good. Let's go Entombed Explosive, Remnant Host, dupe, What? What do we dupe here? You? Razor sharp, razor sharp, razor sharp. 4 damage for every unit. This is going to give us 2 extra units. It's 8. Actually, it doesn't. He doesn't die if we do that. So we do this. And then we do this. And then we're almost killing this guy. We're gonna have a lot of weakness there. That's just life. Let's play you. You. Killing everything. That's exactly what we want to see. And we're actually taking a hit. That's kind of what we want. Although we just blocked the hit there. Play you out. Root seeds, razor sharp. And we're not going to play this. 5. We have 5 still. Play you out. Play you out. 1, 2. Oh yeah, we're good. 2, 3, 4. We just need to make sure that the remnant host is dying every time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Still gonna do it. I think we're still fine. We are gonna breach 1,000. We're gonna get more than 1,000 HP here. Boom. 1,100 HP. If not more than that. We can pop this. Not that we need to, but we can. Just for funsies. And how's it looking? We're already killing him. Let's see how much HP we can get. Let's put you out. Put you out. Intent on death. Every single one of those made it worse for us. But we're going to have... Okay, we're going to watch slowly. We can see how much HP we end up getting at the end. Okay, he is at maximum 1283, 1303. So we got the 1300 HP. Very solid. So as I said, when you play Accumulator, tombs are your friends, and it works really well with Awoken because then you have really good units to use root seeds with to stack up the damage. That's always the problem. And you saw we were leaking units. So having the tomb units that were doing burst and then having a really strong sweep unit like that was good. Animus of Will would have been great. So there were a lot of options, but this ended up working out really well. All right. Next up is Stygian Guard. So Stygian Guard, you want to do, I prefer doing Burn Bright here because you're not going to have a lot of units die. That's not the goal. You want to play a lot of spells. So you don't really want things to be dying. You want things to be incanting. So Burn Bright tends to be really good because you can then just play all your Burnout stuff under Rector Flicker. He's your tank. And then you put a whole bunch of units behind him to keep him around. So that's what we're going to hope for. With that, I don't think that we want Foregone. I'd rather get Frozen Lances because I don't want the discard necessarily. And we're going to hope for that. If we don't get Burn Bright or we don't get any Burnout or Reform at the beginning, then we'll look to one of the others. But that would be the goal, is to get a Burn Bright build here. Okay, it's not really looking that great so far. Engulfed in Smoke is really good with incant builds, though. Mollusk Mage is like, whatever. Dripfall is kind of good also, because then you can overstack the floor. And Forever Flame is going to be it for us. So we're going to try to do an overstack. And if we're going to overstack... Burn Bright's so good with this. Do we go for it? Do we actually risk it here? We have 22 cards. We're going to have 6 turns. I'm going to go for it. Oh, guys, this is scary. This is what nightmares are made out of. We have to get a form of Reform or a Burnout Extender off of this draft. We are not going to... I don't think we can go a unit draft here. We're going to go Stygian and Steel. So we're going to not take this trial because we need to be able to kill units. We can't play Rector Flicker at the beginning. We have to play him at the end. So what we're going to do is we're going to play both of you guys here. So we can get huge spell damage. Play you up top for collector purposes. We're going to hold off on playing Rector Flicker until later. Okay. We want a second one to see if we can get even more damage out. 22. It's pretty good. We need both of you behind him. Yeah, I saw that. I usually watch it, but I haven't been recently just due to timing. That now I'm streaming at this time, and so unless I have like a really good reason to go watch it, I don't always. Let's go all of you guys here, and then stealth. And with stealth, we actually kill both of them. We're going to take 3 pyre damage. Is not bad for a trial like this, as long as we get Rector Flicker back. So that's the key. We have to get Rector Flicker back. So, interesting. We can go you. We can drip fall you to get another hit in later. And then we can get you in here. And we're not going to drip fall one of you. We're going to drip fall the boss. It actually increases the damage to 30. Rector Flicker just kills him. So if we get Rector Flicker, we win. We have just over 50% chance of hitting Rector Flicker here. Got him. Okay. Amazing. That was scary. That was very, very scary. We'll stealth for fun. Whew. Oh. Purifying Cleanse. Welcome. Okay. We have a build. We don't want any of this. We do need to get rid of our dregs eventually. We're skip. Now we need an incanter that does damage. I would also take a Titan's Sentry, but it wouldn't be my favorite. Nameless Siren. What a card. What a unit to get at this point. Incant Armor. Fantastic. You know what? Get thick. Oh no. The fame's coming out, guys. And it's like kooky misspelled fame. That's the worst kind. You know what? Let's put it on a Mollusk Mage. We'd much rather get multi-strike on the Nameless Siren if we got it. But no fame. Thank you very much. You're going to put the fame on the Mollusk Mage? Alright. No, we're planning to do an overstack floor. So then having them be bigger is not a problem. Spikes is a little scary. But we do have a lot of front damage. So we should be okay. And Rector Flicker, Rector Flicker doesn't care. We need to get that... we have to get the Purifying Cleanse in time now. I mean, we don't have to. We're actually okay, even if we don't get it. But obviously that would be the ideal setup. We're going to play both of you guys here. We'll knock out 2 of you now. You would kill a third one, but let's put you here for... let's put you here for collector purposes. Okay. Let's go Frozen Lance. And then Dripfall you. And we're getting some armor, so it's not like... Okay, we get Purifying Cleanse. Ooh, that was really clutch. Let's Dripfall you. And then we'll put the skinny Mollusk Mage up here. Play you guys all down here. Oh, no, fat one. Fat man, get in there. And you can kill him. Alright. We take 4 pyre damage. Not bad. Not bad for another trial. We can fit Skinny Moss Mage up top. Hit you. I mean, obviously we would love to hit that, but honestly we're good. 2 hits and we're good. Yeah, exactly. So we use him as the tank on the floor, and we incant with all the burnout. And then ideally later on, we have enough draw, or we've been able to duplicate our Purifying Cleanse, you know, whatever it takes, and then we overstack the floor. We drip fall, drip fall, drip fall, drip fall all of our incanters onto that floor, and they get huge. Okay, Hallowed Drippings is great. Is that better than Molded? Is it better than Molded? Molded's more of a get out of jail free card. I think we need to go with the Molded, especially against Patient. It's very likely that Rector Flicker dies, and we need to be able to handle that in case he does. Although Engulfed in Smoke might be that too, so it might have been the wrong choice. We'll see. Let's go with Offering Token. That would enable any offering cards we get later on. And let's go another Incanter, please. Guard of the Unnamed. We could always just block with Guard of the Unnamed. But I don't think we can generate enough Ember to deal with Seraph the Patient. I think I would rather... Let's skip this. Go spell upgrades. I think I would rather upgrade again and dupe the Nameless Siren and get 2 of them on a floor. Maybe we get like a Guardian Stone as well. So hold over on you first, and then ideally later on we get hold over on Engulfed in Smoke. Or double stack and thin the deck like crazy. Those are the 2 options. Sorry, Dante. This is not your time. We don't have any way to buff him. If we had a way to buff him, we would. And I don't want to do like a Burnout buffing deck on him. I don't think it makes sense. Okay, Damage Shield. So now we'll play in a lower floor, because we know that as a last resort, if Rector Flicker dies, we can bring him back on another floor. So we start here. Play you guys in there. I even don't mind blocking with a Dreg. And play up here. Darkwing Drake. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, poor Dante. He needs to be better. I mean, it's on him. If he was just better, I'd play him, but he's not. He's trash. No, he's not trash, but he is trash in this particular moment. We're going to try to drip fall this Moss Mage down in a minute. Let's do this. It actually does a little bit more. Okay, it doesn't change anything. I didn't really want to change anything. I just wanted to play the stealth for fun. Let's play this. Then Offering Token. We can block with a Dreg and daze this constructed explosive if we're so inclined. But I think it's better to just absorb the hit. In fact, the best play is we play the Drag, we drip fall one of you, and now the Drag's taking all the damage. Play you up top. Okay, we need to get 20 damage on this guy. A single Frozen Lance is enough. Cool. Let's do this, give you more Burnout. Toss you up top. Wow, you're really thick. And... yeah, we can incant to do a little bit more damage. There's another Purifying Cleanse. I would really like if you Moss Mage did not die. Play you up top and hit you. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying it. It's a pretty fun game to watch. It's I don't know. It's got a lot more depth than you would think when you first like hear about Monster Train. In my opinion, like it's, I don't know. Yeah, I'm excited about tomorrow. I think it's going to be fun. I think this just kills. It does. We can even block with a drag for no reason at all. And do that. And now he's living. No damage on Daedalus. That's very, very good. And Rector Flicker's only going to get bigger. Sacrifice Resurrection. None of this is good. We skip. Ooh, Big Sludge. I like Big Sludge in this build. We tend to kill everything on the bottom floor. He could get huge with Dripfall. Yeah, I like that a lot. And he's free. So we're going to take draw. We need to get into our Dripfalls faster. Removing all debuffs would also be very useful. Don't think, yeah, we don't want Paraffin Enforcer. We do want Big Sludge to get real big, though. Endless does not make sense. I don't want health in any of this either. I guess health on you is okay. And then let's... yeah, generic stats. Reroll for Multi-Strike. Oh, so now, what? Who is it? Who is it on? I think it's Nameless Siren. I think Nameless Siren scales a little bit faster than Big Sludge. I don't know. Narninian, who would you put it on first? I could go for either one. But I'm curious what you think. I think Nameless Siren. And then we try to get it later on Big Sludge. You think Big Sludge? Alright, we'll try it on Sludge first. And then we'll go into the next fight. Do we want to give him like some starting damage here? Yeah, that's very fair. And what we can do is we can start with putting him up on a second floor. Put the two incanters on the bottom, so Rector Flicker plus our incant unit on the bottom, and just dump drags in front of Big Sludge to die, scale him up, and then Dripfall him later. Alright, this should be fine. Big Sludge almost kills them. Actually, he kills them if they kill one unit. But we may be killing them anyway. Let's get you here for collector purposes. Alright, Big Sludge. Do your thing, man. Get a drag in front. And this is looking real solid. We can already Dripfall him. Is that worth it? It probably is. It probably is worth it. So we put you out. We drop you on the floor. Smack you for 14. And then you're going to die to the Train Steward as long as we can block with something. But now, between all of their damage, like, we're going to... oh my gosh. Yeah, you're totally right. I don't know what I was thinking. He's clearly scaling much faster. Get wrecked. And get wrecked. This thick Mollusk Mage is no joke either. In fact, let's bring him to the party. Stack all the dregs. Poor Mollusk Mage. Came to the party just to get hit. Incant. Can't fit you. Put you up here. Seems good. There goes all of our... oh my gosh. Wow. Just a complete blowout here. This is awesome. This is a great Burn Bright build. He has his purpose of just like being thick. And boys, you think resin removal. Resin removal is amazing. Now we can Dripfall without getting the effect of the Dripfall. And we can remove melee weakness. Whew. What a draw. So we want holdover on it then. We want holdover on it. Even though it does slow things down a bit, I think it's way too good. Either permafrost or holdover would be fine. Let's start yeeting stewards. And at this point, I think we keep the drags for the purpose of being able to scale Big Sludge. Okay, we can permafrost it. Permafrost and -1. We're not going to re-roll here. Jump into the caverns, and we get a monster rail spike. No, a spell rail spike. We want a big frozen lance. Okay. Interesting. Non-damage enemies restore health in the movable floor. This should be fine. We should be able to kill most things with big sludge once we can, like, punch them a bit. So we can fit both. Do we block with big sludge, though? And then, like, engulfed in smoke? Because we want to make sure that Rector Flicker is hitting the backliner. So we go big sludge, Rector Flicker behind, engulfed in smoke, smack this fool, and then we're killing it. Put you here for Collector. Okay. It's kind of risky, but I feel like it's oh. Oh yeah. Whoops. Well, we're gonna go for it anyway. We can always reform her, but that was not obviously the way you want to play that. Keep you around. And hit you. No, we just daze you. Play a whole bunch of you guys. And yeah, just smack him. Well, I'm hopeful that we're going to do just fine, but it is a little bit scary so far. Okay. Do that. Put you up here. It's not looking good, but we do have stealth coming up in our next hand. That's going to be 2 turns of stealth. That's 200, 300 damage. Might be okay, actually. If we do Purifying Cleanse, then we live a little bit longer. Big Mollusk Mage. And what else? Get a drag back. Hit you for 22. Now we... I guess we try to hit him for another 22. It doesn't kill him. But it's fine. I think we're still killing him. As long as we can stealth. We cannot stealth. But we can Purifying Cleanse, giving us 1 more hit, which is enough to kill him. Oh! Oh, that's... You're totally right. We could have drawn stealth. But you know what? We did it, guys. Despite all of the bad play, we managed to kill... Okay, fantastic. Yeah, this is good. We want extra upgrades on both of our units. Skip. And Guardian Stone is great. We'll take Guardian Stone. That'll help with whoever we have tanking. And given that setup, let's go with unit upgrades. Remove the last 2 Train Stewards. Incant gain armor on you. Is quick? Quick is good, right? Quick on big sludge is fine. I think. I mean, obviously another multi-strike would be good, but I think quick is good. And then plus 10 damage on a Guardian Stone. And we're going to wait with Nameless Siren. Hopefully we still get multi-strike. Petrified Heart. We do no healing. So yeah, sure. Give us all extra health. Oh, yes we do. I just lied. We do healing. We have Purifying Cleanse. But hopefully we don't need it. I'm hoping that the armor is enough to make it totally fine. Okay, here we go. So we can go Rector Flicker. Big Sludge, Nameless Siren, Drip Fall, Resin Removal, Mollusk Mage. What a first turn. Absolutely insane. Play you, Drip Fall, Smack. Oh my gosh. Oh crap. We have to draw our Purifying Cleanse now. We don't draw it. Well, hopefully they can survive without Rector Flicker for a while. Because it is going to be a while before he shows back up. Play you up here as well. Just play spells. We're going to have to bring him back and Drip Fall him. Purifying Cleanse on you, I guess. No, wait, we want you to die. You. Hit. Hit. Drag. Drag. I mean, we're still killing everything. Like, we don't need Rector Flicker at this point, but it would sure be nice if we got him back. Okay, oh, we get him. We get him and we get a Drip Fall him right away. So that's fine. So, we get him in there. Drip Fall. Give him some extra burnout. And then just stealth, you know, as one does. Okay, we need spells. Damage spells, like right now. Or we just Drip Fall the guy. That also works. So, hold on. 120 kills you. And then they have to kill... I think they have enough damage to kill him. So we Drip Fall. Engulfed in Smoke. Resin Removal. Frozen Lance. Give you more burnout. And we killed him. Wham, bam, thank you, Pam. Alright, so we still need to get double stack or holdover on Engulfed in Smoke, and then we're completely fine. We can bring this guy down too. Welcome to the floor. Get dazed. Jerk. Okay. I mean, that was the god draw, right? Like, we're never going to get that we're not going to get that every time. Ancient Synergy actually seems pretty bad. It's only doing 66 damage. Alright, well, Ice and Pyre could be okay. 90 damage to a front enemy unit's a lot. But the thing is, with Seraph the Patient, we don't need to worry about the early units. They're not scary. Draw still. It's getting to all of our stuff that we need. We're going to go units again. We can start removing dregs. Is that better than... Yeah, it's got to be better to remove the dregs than the Frozen Lances. Because we now don't need them to get our incant rolling. Plus 10 onto... I guess onto the Nameless... No, onto Guardian Stone. Give it a little bit more damage. We don't want Burnout on anything. We don't want Endless on anything. Large Stone on Nameless Siren seems okay. And plus health onto another one of these. Generic stats. And we're going to go for unit upgrades again. Yeah, we're going to go for unit upgrades again. I think it's still okay. Alright, Rector Flicker. Spikes is fine. Hopefully the armor negates the spikes. That's the goal. Yeah, it does. You're exactly right. It does mean no holdover or double stack, but I think we're in an okay spot here. I'm hopeful. 145 plus 40 is not quite enough damage. So let's do it like this. Let's play you here. Play you and Drip Ball. Play you and you. And you are going to do some damage. We're going to take a little bit of damage here, but now we're actually killing this front unit, which is pretty important. Resin Removal. Thank you. Appreciate that. We're gonna incant up here. Okay. We're getting 2 garbage. There's a drip fall. You have enough damage to kill, so we can drip fall you down. We can then offering token the molded. We're a little bit sad because Rector Flicker is gonna go away from us now. Engulfed in smoke. No, we just get rid of the 2 garbage. Well, this is a little bit scary. We have a lot of damage headed right for the pyre. Resin removal helps a bit. Oh, hold on. I needed to play the Dreg there too. Get as much damage as possible. But we are going to hit for 22. This is scary. We're going to start... Why is this healing? I thought we have no healing. Does this ignore Petrified Heart? Someone explain what just happened there. Why did that work? It should not have worked. We're going to take 33 damage. Okay. Yeah, I think that was a bug. Molded. Bring back Rector Flicker. We're going to drip fall the armor. Heal you up. Oh, it got rid of Heartless. That's right. Also, do your best. I believe in you. We are in desperation mode. Hold on, we're going to restart. We're going to try this differently. We basically have to because currently we're just not getting enough damage in. We have to play on the bottom. We're going to play... Siren. We'll play Big Sludge. We'll bring down the Mollusk Mage. We'll play a drag, play a drag. Okay. Resin removal. So this kills both. This kills everything. Resin removal here. Just helps a bit. Now we're killing it. I forgot that it's a debuff you can remove. Alright. We can bring back a dreg. We're so close to getting the Purifying Cleanse. Wow, we actually got it. Amazing. Okay, let's get rid of... Let's get rid of this guy. We want to bring back a drag to try to do a little bit more damage here if we can. Or we just drip fall something. We can drip fall the Purifier. Or we drip fall this guy and kill it. But we are Purifying Cleanse here. This does not change anything. This does not change anything. I think we still drip fall this guy to get the kill. Does mean it's a problem we have to solve later, but I think it's okay. You're dying. That's not okay. We're gonna stealth here. So you're gonna kill the front unit. That's good news. This damage does not do anything there. Let's do this down here and play you up top. Okay, this is where it gets really scary again. You up here with resin removal. And then continue to stack your health. Hit you for as much damage as we can. Okay, we're going to take 40 damage here. But I think we're done leaking units. We were done leaking units. Oh wait, no, we're good. We can drip fall you. We don't care about those guys. They're not going to make it to the pyre anyway. And offering into another drip fall. Good stuff. And we should be totally fine against the boss here. We have so much stuff going for us. We can even stealth, and we're good. Oh. Okay. Scary Ring 7. That's the first restart we've had to do this whole run. Remnant Host is interesting, but we're not going to play it. Fatal Melting, no. Titan's Tooth. I think we skip. And I think we dupe Big Sludge, right? Just get 2 of them. Get 2 Big Sludges and win. Let's remove Frozen Lances. We want multi-strike, please. Not a large stone. Because we can give this guy more health. Reroll multi-strike. Fantastic. We got multi-strike. I still think we dupe the Big Sludge, though. It's not actually that great. Pyre Wall could be relevant. We're going to put a lot of the thick Mollusk Mages up top, though, so maybe it's not such a big deal. We shouldn't have so many leaks. I think we re-roll here. Vapor Funnel is just like a much better version of the wall. And then we can remove a couple dregs. Okay. Hopefully it's trim enough that we're getting consistently. Let's see how many spells we actually have. So we have 19 cards, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them are units. We're gonna have Engulfed in Smoke almost every other turn. Almost every turn, actually. It's guaranteed every other turn. It's almost every turn. Okay, so we're gonna start like this. We play you. We play you. Purifying Cleanse. We drip fall you. And smack you with a Mollusk Mage. And we just block the damage here. Okay. So we resin removal. No, first we get Big Sludge down. Then we resin removal. Oh, wow, scary. Luckily after this, he loses stealth. You're also the wrong one to put in front. We're gonna hold off on 1 turn of Purifying Cleanse just to be extra safe here. Okay, come up here. Let's drip fall you. Then we drip fall the thick one. Play this Big Sludge in the back. Offering token into. We just wait. We're gonna get drip falls soon enough. Play this guy. Play this guy. So 1, 2, 3. So that's gonna be all 7. Wow. Do we just play it? I guess we just play it. We'll get drip falls soon enough. Okay. We need to start getting the heals now. So you're gonna drip fall. No, you're gonna drip fall. Then we're going to Purifying Cleanse. We're going to resin removal already. But we can stealth the top, and that keeps them alive. Let's do this. Oh, this just keeps... That's even better. Then we can resin removal and engulfed in smoke. And we're doing 141 damage. So it's not killing yet, but we're close. Okay. We didn't even drip fall this guy back down. Get down there, fool. Offering token. Okay, we can stealth. And if we can stealth, then we can bring down our buddy. Stealth. Incant and heal. Okay. He's only got 20 or 30 damage right now. That's not bad considering how much we've incanted and how many units we've played. We still have to get this Guardian Stone down there. He's got a journey to make. But let's get him started on his journey. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Oh yeah, we can just bring back our drag. Block the hit. Heal. Resin removal and engulfed in smoke. I think we're set. Alright, double drip falls. Double drip falls. Into resin removal. Into Frozen Lance. Just realized that engulfed in smoke costs, and we're sad. But I think we're just killing it here. We have 3 stealth. We'll probably have 4. Yeah, we're gonna have 4. We're taking no damage. Resin removal. Offering token. Excellent. Well, that was a unique build. That was fun. So apart from the Ring 7 bad opening setup, this has been incredibly smooth, which is great because yesterday was just like a nightmare. So it's good to have some solid runs in. All right, so that's Stygian Guard, incanting, using Burn Bright, Burnout enhancements, and then, yeah, having... Obviously, the Harvest ended up doing more, but the incant was still relevant, especially early game before we got the big sludges. And now Umbra. So Umbra is interesting. Umbra Melting Remnant. It's kind of a weird one. So you can do a 2-floor build. You can do a Gorge floor plus a Harvest floor. Dark Calling tends to be really awkward with Umbra, but it can work. And Burn Bright can be good if you specifically get the Ember Drain package. So it's really, like, it's entirely dependent on what you get in your opening hand and then what offerings you get. I would probably not do Dark Offering. I'd probably do one of the other two basically no matter what. But we'll see how it goes. Let's jump into it. But yeah, as I said, it's kind of a weird one because there's not like a lot of synergy between them. The only kind of synergy is what I mentioned before, where if your morsels die rather than getting eaten, they do count as a gorge. So this is already looking like another Burn Bright build. Although we don't currently have any Ember Drain cards, we do have Ember Drain enablers with Mind Collapse. Fade's First Blade or Exploding Candle. I think we take the Candle here because Fade's First Blade is going to get halved every time Seraph comes along. So then let's get Exploding Candle for the backline AoE access and get Burn Bright. Ooh, this is tough. I think it's actually Accumulator. When we have consistent AoE with dregs like that, I think getting Accumulator makes more sense. Besides, we just did a Burn Bright, so let's mix it up. The other thing, too, is with the Ember Drain deck, you're basically holding out for Furnace Tap. And with Seraph the Chase, like every other Ember Drain card is much worse, right? Because you lose Lifesteal, you lose Damage Shield, you lose Rage. Spikes is not an issue for us. Okay, so we want to hopefully open with, like... Oh, Damage Shield. Well, that's not pleasant. Let's put you up here. And the one, like, reassuring part of this is that at least when the dregs die, they do damage. I am going to do this because I want the collector. It does mean one less accumulator, but hey, we get lifesteal, so, you know, basically it makes up for it. What do you want to do with you? Don't really want to put you up top. I want to put dregs up top. I'm going to put you down here. Sorry, bud. Okay, so he no longer has his mighty damage shield. And 3 damage is enough to put him down to 6 damage to our pyre, which is good enough. Although we really should consider... Oh, we just need a dreg. Any dreg. Okay, we're going to get a dreg, I think. Pretty good chance of it. And Purifying Cleanse you just to die again. Oh, you actually killed the whole floor. Okay, that works. Drag. Drag. That does not put him down low enough, unfortunately. But we get to bring back a couple buddies. And hopefully they can do some damage. 72 damage, not bad. We're going to take a little bit, though. Another 12 damage. Oof. Okay. Drag. Let's see what we get for these ones here. Yeah. Drag, drag. Hit him for 4. And we should be fine now. Cool. Took 18 damage for that trial. Debatable whether that was worth it. Molten Encasement. Okay. That is a good card for an accumulator build. Antumbra Assault? Don't think so. So now what we want... now what we want is probably a Remnant unit. We'd like to get a Harvest Baron. Wickless Baron. Big Sludge. Yeah, we just take it. We have to increase capacity 1. Oh, I don't know. No, we don't take it because of Chased. We'll take Wickless Baron. Plus, then we can still fit another unit, which is pretty important for backline access. Quick is not great here. Burnout onto the Molten Encasement is good with hopefully eventual Endless. We'll take Multi-Strike, absolutely. And we'll give you some extra starting damage. Cool. Pretty decent start. So now we just need Endless. Endless or a form of Endless of any kind. Armor. This should be okay. A little scary. But a very, very good start for a build like this. So we're going to do... How much damage to start? 10... 1045 if he dies, and then we can do an extra 651, but we could do that on the backliner. It still wouldn't be enough. Then let's wait a turn. Let's play them up here. We will get some garbage, but I think it's better to make sure we're killing everything. Let you do your AoE here and get a Morsel to Gorge. Hit you for 3. Okay. There's another drag. Just not quite enough. We're going to play you to try to do some stuff there. Get you guys up here. Okay. And you are going to die, but we are going to get 2 garbage now, which is not what you want to see. 12 damage. I think I'd like him to die instead. That actually is huge. That gives a lot of damage up there. Get you up here. Hit you for 9. Then we just need a... Oh... Is that you for 6? That's probably better. We just need a single drag up top. Okay, we're going to get it not a drag because they're not going to die. Oh, this one dies though. Oh, it doesn't fit. I'm a fool. Let's get the stealth. Get some burnout damage on all these guys. Eat some morsels. So we took 3 extra damage this time. That's not bad for a trial. And they should be killing him just fine. Yeah. We can even toss in a drag and just make it completely solid. Okay. Wicked Blaze is a way to get back our Tomb unit. But I think we just get an Entombed Explosive here. Umbra Stone. Umbra Stone, Umbra Stone, Umbra Stone. Yes, we take it. We put it on the Wickless Baron. And then just hope that he gets thick enough as... Do we use this as backup? No, let's get a Crucible Warden. Then we have a second floor. We have a second floor as a backup. We're going to go right path here. I'm going to take the health and a relic. Start each... Ooh, Encased Ember. Encased Ember could enable some pretty insane, nutty stuff. Or do we just get the Commemorative Spike? Commemorative Spike is a guaranteed starting morsel. Mr. Zibigly. Ibigity. Mr. Zibigity. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow. Hope you're enjoying. Commemorative Spike versus Encased Ember. We don't have any use for the Ember yet, but I mean, there's some insane stuff we could get. But also, Commemorative Spike is just good. It's going to be a guaranteed harvest trigger and a guaranteed... Although it could take up space. We're going to go Encased Ember. I think that there's some opportunity there. We could take some bigger spells as a result. Something here, maybe? Rare Umbra or Rare Melting Remnant. Endless could be really good. Rare Umbra could be a lot of things. More trample. Let's see if we get Endless. Sacrificial Resurrection. This is not the build for it, unfortunately. So we're just going to take some money. So we got some money, we removed the card. Alright, let's do it. Talos. Knock back Talos. Luckily we don't care, because both units are pretty tanky and they get more tanky as they get hit. We just need enough damage to kill the front unit. Given this setup, we're actually going to do Rector Flicker in the top with Warden in the middle. Play you out here. And then, oh, we could have killed some. Oh, well, yeah, we could have killed something. But it's fine. Get our Wickless Baron up top as well. Shade Splitter here. And then get our drag ready. And I think that should be enough damage to kill most everything. Let this guy just get wrecked. Get him out of the deck. Okay. Yeah, it's killing almost everything. We can even kill this guy. As long as we keep one Ember left for Mind Collapse, we're killing him. In fact, if we want, we could... we have enough Ember to play everything. So let's just do this. Get the Shade Splitter. Now, of course, we would love to be able to play this up here, but we can't. So we'll deal with that. Instead, we'll just put you guys down here. And get as much damage out of you as possible. And then we'll kill this thing for extra incanting. I'm not incanting, extra harvest. Should still be fine. We just need one more drag up top. Or an Attuned Explosive also does it. Kills the front line, then they kill the back line. Continue to give you more Ember. We can play you guys in. That's fine. I don't believe our Crucible Warren's going to do enough damage, but to kill the Talos, but oh, that was a mistake. It doesn't really matter. And keep you around a little bit longer, sure. Looking very good. We can block the hit here again. And we can always put Shade Splitters up there. So we're fine no matter how it goes. Let's do this. And 6. Just hit Talos. Okay. We're completely killing it here. Sure, why not? Gives an extra 20 damage. We could heal here, but it obviously doesn't make sense. But yeah, this is going to be fine. We have so much health, and our dude in the back is doing 57 by 2. Yeah, we're good. We can even block with a jeweler. And hit ya. Very strong. There's Remnant Pact. Fantastic. We're going to skip here. And we're going to go 1 extra capacity. So we want 1 unit to have it by default. And then we want 1 unit to have it when we play it. We could remove Consume from Sacred Wicks. Or we could remove Consume from the Remnant Pact. I think Sacred Wicks makes more sense. Because then we can potentially bring back... Whoops. Bring back a unit that died that we want to put Endless onto. Yeah, plus 10 on Mind Collapse is huge. These Purifying Cleanses are pretty garbage. We're going to get rid of them pretty soon. And... second Accumulator. This might be our smoothest full set of runs yet. He says prematurely. Any Burnout unit will block the damage here. And even if it doesn't, we're going to take 6. This is great. So we play you guys here. Kills 3 of you. Play you up here with him. That kills all of you. And then he'll kill the last one that comes up. Fantastic. Good stuff. And we could do this to keep him nice and healthy, but it's probably unnecessary. Let's just put you up here. You're going to sweep the floor. Sweep the floor. Play you guys up here. And just let you die. I mean, we have enough. We have double Purifying Cleanses. Does it make sense? It's probably fine. I think we just let him stack up from accumulating. So, drag. And if we want, we can even... yeah, we play you as well. You're not dying? 6, 9... oh, wait, something quick? Oh, he's dying because... yeah, okay. Sorted it out. Sorry, guys. Just, my brain took a minute. How are we doing here? This helps. This helps. We're killing everything. It's exactly what you want to see. And we're just going to punch this guy. For slightly more than he gets. So we're going to put Endless on one of these dregs. This one that's dying. Give you more stats. And toss you in the bottom. Cool, cool. Endless Dreg can go here as well. Good luck, Train Stewards. You can do it. We all believe in you. Very solid. Don't you love when you're gaining health against the boss? That's the best way to win. Alright. Do we get Wicked Blaze? I don't think so. And I don't think we need Engulfed in Smoke. We just need Endless. Also none of this. I don't think we need it though. And it's going to get halved. Like, I don't want to play into Seraph the Chaste expecting to be saved by stealth. Because I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to be fine without it. We're going to get so much stuff. As long as we can get Burnout on you. You like it because it gets halved? Just give you more damage, Crucible Warden. And Endless! I don't know what you're worried about. We have stealth. And get you some damage shield to start. Monster Rail Spike on a Train Steward. Honestly, we're fine. We're going to be fine for the rest of the run. We can even dupe that one, put Endless on the Rector Flicker, and then if by some miracle Rector Flicker dies, maybe we can put it on the Harvest Baron, whatever. Put it on one of them, so if they happen to die, we can still play them on the next floor. Spikes is fine. Okay. This floor? Yeah, this is a pretty much one run already. We're gonna actually get the harvest here because I think we still do enough damage with the Baron. Ooh, it's actually pretty close though. If we get another dragon there, still kind of close. Let's put you up here. Endless on Rector Flicker, and you're gonna die next turn. And honestly, that's enough already. So stealth plus dreg is enough to kill everything. Sacred Wicks to plop these guys up here. Plus a Shade Splitter. And we are very, very good here. Okay. We're at 39 by 2. I kind of like healing this guy just in case, but it's probably still just fine. If we put a morsel up front, I don't believe he dies. Oh, we put the morsel in the back, he sweeps and kills him. Is this enough? We're going to put him to 67. Ah, that's enough. There we go. Now we're killing him. Stay around a while. Have fun up there. Just chill. Give Burnout to the morsel. Ah, that also would have worked. Yeah, that's right. Trample. And we're good. No, you're exactly right. We could have done that too. We're going to put this down here. Put you there. And we're just going to try to get rid of as much Burnout as we possibly can. Or not Burnout. We're going to try to get rid of as much lifesteal as we possibly can. Turns out we're totally fine. Okay. Remove a buff. How about give me money? Skip. And extra capacity? Yeah, okay. We can now dupe the Endless Molten encasement. I don't even know if we need spell upgrades. Do we even need any spell upgrades? I don't think so. We get so much Ember every turn because of the encased Ember. Let's remove 2 more Train Stewards. And as soon as we can, we want to dupe. Here. Okay, we get a dupe right before the end. What do we get for trinkets? There's an Endless. Okay. Sure. That means we automatically get Endless on both units. Because whatever one doesn't get it when we play it, we'll get it on the other. And then we can also potentially get Endless on our Tomb. Tomb is better right now. Tomb does 50. Plus drag. So we want you to have Endless. Put Rector Flicker in there. Put the drag in there. Do we want the drag to die or to live? think we want, it does more damage if it, well, hold on. It does 5 damage plus 2 damage. Yeah, it does more damage if it lives. And then get these guys going. Cool. Now we play our big dude here. He has endless because reasons. Everything dies. That's what you like to see. And just do more damage to you. Yeah, we do get 2 weight of contritions, which is obviously not the ideal setup here. We're going to play this dreg with endless for now. Oh, incant. Good thing we played it second for random reasons. Alright, now we need our stealth tune. There it is. It already has endless though. So let's still continue to have 2 units. Give you trample. Give you remnant pact. And play you here. Okay. Spells. Play you. Play you. More stuff. 32 damage is gonna put him at a decent amount of damage. Sure. And then increase the space. So close to killing that guy. The guy, I mean, he's gonna die. He's not, unfortunately, gonna die. But, oh wait, maybe? Maybe. Actually, if we reform, he's still too thick. But still. Okay. We want a thick drag. We kind of want it to die. I guess it is dying now. Well, let's get tiny drag. Tiny drag's good. Play you guys here. Beat up these guys and exact damage. Can you believe it? Wow. No damage to the pyre, thank you. You're gonna die. Obviously. Alright. Oh my gosh. How we doing? We're killing him. We are taking some damage though, so despite all of the growth, we get hit 2 times. Skip. And draw. Okay, so now we want left path. Draw. No, mold braces. Although, no, it's fine. It's fine. Because it's still, when it dies, it will still put it onto this guy, which burns out, which then puts it onto the next guy. I don't know what happens if they die at the same time. I think it still happens with chain. I don't think it all goes to the next, but we can test it out and see. +10 on you. Do we want to -1 on something? I guess. Make Crucible Extension cheaper. Cheaper is the word I was looking for there. And do that, and we're good. Yeah, I know. This was ended up being extremely valuable throughout this run. But that's what you do. Like, you have to kind of like predict what you think's going to happen. I thought it's pretty likely that I get a tomb unit. Obviously, you never know. I don't think it's worth taking this trial. 20 armor is a lot, and 1 burnout unit now kills the multi-strikers, which is pretty big. Hey, your move, Narninian. We're going to do it. The big brain burnout move. It's smart. It works really well. We are going to have to do something about this guy. Okay. More morsels, I guess. I'm going to play you up here. Trample Stone. This is a little dicey. A little bit scary. I'm glad we didn't take the trial. Really glad we didn't take the trial. So, double drags. Drag here does 35. We can do this. So if we put the drag up front, it's an extra 5. This puts him down to 63. We need all of the damage. Oh, this is 0 cost. We can just expand. And then hit you so that you only do 1 hit to the pyre. Oh wait, you were going to do 1 hit to the pyre anyway because we're at 40 damage. I'm a fool. Alright, let's play... You need to be... you need to be infinite here. Let's play you up here. 85 damage, seems pretty good. We can play triple drag. We can bring back more morsels, I guess. You never know. Bring back a morsel. Get this drag to do some big damages, and then let's just make you endless. No, make one of the drags endless. One that's not dying, or one that is dying. Gonna take 3 hits here, 30 damage. But that should be the last of it. Okay, so we want you up front. No, we want you up front, because these guys both have Burnout. So we play you here, and we're just really hurting them now. Not to mention the fact that we're going to get 10 Ember per turn now, which is insane. Yeah, go here. Gosh. So, now we can trample stone. Get you out first, so you're endless. Get you out, so we get the stealth. Bring back a couple units. You here, and everything's looking peachy. Alright. You. And we're killing him, I think, before stealth wears off. Ooh, that's actually a good thought. Yeah, that's right. That's totally right. Remnant host. We'll take him. He's a keeper. And you actually don't want Burnout on the Remnant host. Skip. And now I'm wondering if we actually do unit upgrades here, or if we actually dupe it. Let's remove. What? Purifying cleanse. No brainer. Yes, it means that we can't get morsels to get Burnout, but I think that's not really the thing that's going to win the game for us here. Let's get more damage onto the mine collapses. That could become relevant. Let's make free shade splitters, and let's remove... Maybe we'll remove a couple of shade splitters. Does that make sense? The dregs are actually worthwhile. Let's remove a couple of shade splitters. I don't think we need that many. We just have that guy as a top lane clearing. And then we get a second molten encasement. Okay, I think we're good. Three endless units per turn. Alright. So you're already killing it here. Let's get endless on Rector Flicker. Play you out, because you're just going to completely dominate that floor. Play you out here. Increase capacity. And we will play the Crucible Warden. We'll wait for Umbra Stone until later. So yeah, this guy's going to do a little bit of damage to us. Unless we get specifically the... Okay, there's the Entombed Explosive. Entombed Explosive does 65... Oh, the net is not quite 65. But then we can play you. And he's got Endless, so we'll be able to play it on the top floor to kill him. Drag. Up Drag in the back. He's dying anyway. Shade Splitter up here. And we have one unit that can come back as well. Another drag in the back. He's not dying. We have a lot of Ember Drain here. Is this actually a problem? Oh no, it's not, because we get so much freaking Ember every turn. Alright. Play you out. We're killing it. Play you in the back. Drag in the back. And give you Endless. Probably just more damage onto you. I think, what's the damage right now? 70 plus 34 would be 104 plus 90. And then we do 14, 19. Yeah, this is good. Adds an extra little bit of damage to you. You guys are fine. Play you here. Okay. Now we just need all of our tomb units to show up. They're pretty close. Okay. We're going to use you to blast this guy. Because he's got a lot of health, and I don't like that. We can only play one of them right now because of how we set this up, but it's fine. We put him in the back. We play you here to get a little bit more damage on you. We can get 50 damage off of a Mind Collapse right now. That's kind of nuts. Yeah. Don't mind that at all. Okay. We get the explosive again. But now we have the full crew. So we're gonna play like this. We're gonna play Remnant Host. You have to take the hit. Put you guys in the back. You're gonna burn out, give extra stats to Rector Flicker, kill the whole floor. You are gonna damage you. You are gonna come up here and kill him. Okay. We're gonna take a tiny little bit of damage. But then we'll be fine. Maybe not. I mean, we get... What the... We have so much Ember. Oh my gosh. Play you. Both of these guys out here. Get wrecked. I think we just kill this thing though. No, it's probably better. It's the encased Ember. Every time a tomb unit dies, we get 5 Ember. So we got 20 Ember from that last turn. Alright. Play you out. Play you guys in the back. Give you Trample now. Bring back some stuff. Sure. Get in there. Get in there. And get wrecked. Again, we're well, we're not quite as good as we were, but we're pretty dang close. So we play you. Gives us plus 70, plus 155, plus 180. We're gonna have a net health more than 1,000 again. And I guess we can just be nice and give our entombed explosive here some lifesteal. I don't think Seraph hits us. Wow. I love Exploding Candle. Can I just say? This is one of the best artifacts if you have any burnout at all. Molten Encasement and Exploding Candle for the win. Alright guys. So we didn't really, to be honest, we didn't really use Umbra stuff. We used Trample and we used the one guy to kind of just be there. But there you go. That's how you play Rector Flicker. That was by far the smoothest of the different How to Win Covenant 25 days we've done so far. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something, had some ideas about how to play these. I think, I don't know. I think tomb units are severely underrated when you play Rector Flicker. They're obviously not quite as good when you play Little Fade. We'll get to that when we get to the Exile Champions. But I think it's really good with Rector Flicker, especially Accumulator. Endless on in any type of Accumulator build is going to be massive. And then just, yeah, trying to play around what we get. Yeah, Eternal Flame does like tombs, you're right. But anyway, we'll talk more Little Fade next week when we get into the Exile Champions. And reminder, tomorrow, tournament time. The tournament participants have been posted onto the Discord. If you have not joined the Discord, just do it. It's fun. We talk, we chat, we laugh. It's a good time. But now it's time to end. So name of the day has been Gerbert. You can also call me Nate. You can call me Nathan, but please never call me Nathaniel. And I will see you guys.